Happy Monday, everyone. Welcome to the WWE RAW Watch Along. It is Monday, April 28th, and your girl was running late today. I was trying to edit a video together for Instagram, and it's the stupidest video I've ever made, like ever. And it's so stupid. Like when you guys see it, you're gonna laugh so hard. But anyways, I didn't get it for whatever reason. I'm using that new app called Edits that Instagram uses to like edit videos. And I've been trying to export my video like 100 times and it's not working. And I'm just like, okay, well, clearly it hates me and it doesn't want to go up on my page. So I'll have to work on that after the show. But we'll get there. We'll get there. I'll hopefully upload it at some point because it's so stupid. I like need to get it up. Anyways, today's Raw is honestly looking like it's gonna be a good one. Just based off of what's been announced so far for the show. Like Becky's gonna be on. They're going to do Rhea versus Roxanne, which I was thrilled when I saw that announcement. I couldn't believe it. And then they also announced, Braun Breaker, Seth Rollins, and Paul Heyman. They're going to be on. Logan Paul is going to be on. Did I say Becky Lynch? Becky Lynch is going to be on. So they announced a couple of things that I'm honestly looking forward to. So I'm looking forward to today's show. I think it'll be a good one here today. So let's see what we get out of it, everybody. Hopefully it's a fun one. But thank you so much to everyone who's tuning in. I hope everyone is having a nice start to their weekend. I was trying to be productive. So I'm a little bit behind on still everything, but for the most part, quite a bit got done. Although I did waste the last hour of my day literally doing bullshit videos. It was like, when I mean bullshit, you're gonna know what I mean when I post it up. Anyways, we're here on Raw. Let's get the audio going. And as always, guys, let me know how the audio looks and sounds for you all. If it all looks and sounds good, please let me know. I'm actually gonna maybe put it up just to actually no, that seems pretty good. Forever. I think that seems pretty good in terms of audio. Together. Okay, thank you so much, Stuart and Diener as well. For letting me know that the audio sounds good. Tiger Claw says, I appreciate the color coordination with the stars signature. Oh, yeah, you're right. I'm all red everything for Monday Night Raw. Wait, are they still? Where are they at? T-Mobile Center? There's another T-Mobile Center? Isn't the other one T-Mobile? Like, how many T-Mobile centers are there? Wait, is the other one T-Mobile? I don't even know. The one in Las Vegas is like T-Mobile Arena. So I'm guessing this one's T-Mobile Center. I'm losing track of all my T-Mobile locations. Thank you, Anthony, letting me know it's Kansas City. I didn't realize that they were in Kansas City, to be honest. Like, legit, did not realize it. I want to kick things off by thanking Sheldon Jackson for our first super chat of the night. Thank you so much, Sheldon. He says, Rhea versus Roxanne, WWE, take my money because the women are money. Facts right there, bro. Sheldon, yes. I cannot look at them showing up right now. This is such a big matchup for like all of the women's wrestling fans. I feel like they're really gonna enjoy just seeing Roxanne and Rhea work together on WWE RAW. I could not be more excited about that. Sheldon, thank you so much. We got McTaro here who says, happy Monday, Denise. Hope you're doing well. I am doing well, McTaro. Look, there's Stephanie Becerra. Oh my gosh, wait, what? Stephanie Becerra versus Ivy Nile? I missed this announcement. When did they announce that? I did not see that earlier today. What? Okay, I love it. I mean, that's, yes, exactly, Conception. That's 2 weeks in a row of Stephanie Becerra on WWE RAW. That's like Jay Moscow here says, yeah. The Booker T, yeah. Yeah, man. All right, we're wilding too much already. Infamous DJ one says cue the Booker T. Yeah, maybe don't cue the Booker T. Kevin Carrillo says, yeah, Stephanie and Ivy was out of nowhere. Bro, for real. Wait, was just looking at the Raw rundown at the stuff that was announced just a couple of hours ago, so I definitely missed that announcement. Oh, man. Thank you so much, Mictaru. We got Stephen Martrulli in the building. Thank you so much, Stephen, for the super chat. He says, favorite WWE storyline currently? I think right now my favorite storyline is honestly what they're doing with Braun Breaker in Seth Rollins and Paul Heyman's group. I'm excited to see where that goes. I think that's kind of where I'm at right now, because like a lot of storylines are resetting and some are going in a different direction. I'm obviously still looking forward to seeing what happens with Roman and CM Punk. That's one. So yeah, I feel like that's probably what I'm currently pretty interested in. Thank you, Steven. That's a great question. We got the sniper here who says, can we have a little spike, please? Wait, can we like spike, please? Oh, wait, sniper, I don't think I get it. What's a like spike? Or are you just saying people should hit the like button on YouTube? Because I think they should. If you're here, make sure to smash that like button on this YouTube channel. We got Matt Reichel who says, love the Mania vlog. A hot dog is not a sandwich. Thank you, Matt. And I agree with you. I do not think a hot dog is a sandwich. And I was almost not wanting to post my WrestleMania vlog because personally I thought it was boring. I personally thought my vlog was boring because it's literally just me like doing shit, you know? And so like I was just thinking, all right, whatever. I'm just gonna put it up and see what the response is like. Maybe people will like it, maybe they won't. I don't know. But so far I feel like everybody likes the vlog. So I guess that makes me happy. I think sometimes you don't know how people are going to react because, like, you're just used to whatever you do. So to you, it's no big deal. But to everybody else, it might be kind of fun to see that kind of stuff. So, yeah, I was almost not going to post it. And it's funny because I posted other vlogs, too. And I left them only in the members-only section because I didn't want to put them out for everybody because I thought they were boring. And now I'm wondering, like, maybe I should have posted all those other vlogs publicly too. Anyways, Matt, thank you so much for checking out the vlog. We got Mictaro here who says, I'm not happy with The Rock's explanation. It pissed me off and the whole world after what the fuck happened on WrestleMania. Oh, Mictaro's going off today. I actually posted a reaction video from the Rock Pat McAfee interview. I posted it yesterday because I had shot it the day after Pat McAfee's interview. And I didn't post the video up because I started posting other things. And then I was thinking of my Sunday video and I checked in my downloads and I saw that my video was there and I was like, oh, I never posted my reaction. So I decided to post it on Sunday, so better late than never. But I did post that, kind of like breaking it down and chatting about like, you know, what The Rock said and whatnot. Thank you so much, Mictaru. We got Sven Big here who says, thanks as always, all the best. Sven, thank you so much for tuning in each and every single week, man. Thank you for your support. I hope you're having a good Monday. We got Double S here, DWO member for 4 months, says, Regis tripping hot dog is not a sandwich. Thank you, Double S. Thank you. I feel like for the most part, people are on my side. I really, truly think that the hot dog is in its own unique category of hot dog. Thank you, Double S. Oh, we got Braun Breaker out here in a suit. Paul Heyman. You gotta start dressing up like a it's like just dressing up like a star, you know? Dressing up like a star. That's what you gotta do. Like once you got the guys wearing the suit, that's when you know. All right, they're moving on up. Love for Boots says hot dog is a taco. No.
What happened last week?
Love for Boots, you want to break my brain. A hot dog is not a taco.
But on paper,
no.
What a group.
We got Uncle Dog here who says Seth can punt a baby and still be over.
Super genius.
I mean, I don't know about all that. I mean, Jim Snitsky already punted a baby on WWE television, and it wasn't his fault. Anyways, what is up with those sunglasses that Seth is wearing? I need a close-up of those because, like, they got eyeballs in them. Seth Rollins looks like a very rich person who must live in a palace or something with that outfit. Thank you, Uncle Donk.
The dogs are barking in Kansas City.
I can't wait to see this dynamic. Let's see what we get out of this. Yeah, I feel like Seth Rollins looks like he just came out of a palace. He looks like he came out of a palace, and Braun Breaker just looks like he just came from his job at the bank or something. They're two totally different vibes. Two totally different vibes.
Welcome to Monday Night Rollins. I am your host. I am a visionary. I am a revolutionary. I am Seth.
I love the pants, though. I'm a sucker for big baggy pants, so I'm on board with those pants.
You didn't know, you've been living under a rock. You are looking at the winner of the main event.
You know, I just realized Seth Rollins legitimately has 4 eyes right now. You know how everyone makes fun of people with glasses with 4 eyes? Well, Seth really does have 4 eyes at the moment. Not Paul having to carry his sunglasses.
Out there who still want
he went from carrying the Ulafala to sunglasses. I need to tweet that.
I don't hear him. Here they come. I knew there were still a few of them out there, and I know it might be painful for some of you who still want to put your fingers in the air for Roman Reigns.
Yeah, we do. We certainly acknowledge.
But what you are looking at in this ring right now is the future of our industry. The future runs through one man. That man is not CM Punk. That man is not Roman Reigns. Hell, it's not John Cena. It's not Jey Uso. It's not Cody Rhodes. The future of this industry, with Paul Heyman to my left.
I thought he was about to say Paul Heyman.
To my right. The future of this industry.
What are you guys calling yourselves?
Through Seth freaking
Give us the name.
Rollins.
What's the group name? What do you think they're calling themselves? Oh, it's Sami. I don't know if I was expecting Sami right here, right now, but okay. Let's go. Sami's so chill.
Sami Zayn.
He's like, I'm not going to be dressed all outrageous like Seth. I'm not going to be all fancy like Bron Breaker. Sami Zayn is literally just Sami Zayn. We got Double S here who says Regis Trippin' hot dog is. Oh wait, I already read that one. I'm sorry. It was this one that I need to read from McDaro who says Paul Heyman looks like he's about had enough of Seth. I can already feel that the looks on his face. You think he's over him already? He's having buyer's remorse at the moment. I don't think he is. Or maybe I wasn't paying enough attention to Paul's face. I was more so caught up on the fact that he had to carry his funky glasses. Thank you, Victaro. We got Uncle Donk who says hot take. Roxy would join the faction. That is a hot take, Uncle Donk. I don't hate it, but I have a feeling it'll probably be another guy. Thank you, Uncle Donk.
You were out for such a long time. It is good to see you back on Monday Night Raw. I assume you caught WrestleMania, right?
Yeah, Seth. I saw the main event of WrestleMania. Very good.
Yeah.
What?
How long have we been friends? Long time, right?
Long time.
I would hope
Okay.
that Sami Zayn watched
I feel
WrestleMania.
the need to come out here as a friend, as someone who's known you a very long time, and tell you to your face that this is a load of crap, man.
I guess Sami came up with a team name for them. Load of crap. Load of crap.
What do I mean?
This isn't. What are you talking
How much time did you spend talking about CM Punk, talking about Roman Reigns, and then the one thing that those two guys have in common happens to be standing over your shoulder now?
Damn, he's calling Seth Rollins a copycat.
So how are you any different?
Guess he's not.
Wait a minute. You're not seriously comparing me to CM Punk and Roman Reigns. How can this not be different? Come on now.
For the longest time, I really started to believe that you just had this deep anger, this like hatred for CM Punk, and you sounded so self-righteous when you were talking about Roman Reigns. But now I'm starting to see that maybe you were just jealous.
You hate what you can't have, and that's exactly what Seth was doing.
Maybe you just wanted to be in the position that they were in.
Oh, Sami kept bringing up some facts, guys.
Sami,
Tale as old as time.
I am not CM Punk. I am not Roman Reigns. This is the vision for the future. You and me, we've gone back many, many years talking about what that future would look like. This is our future.
What a coincidence that is. That the vision for the future of the WWE, the vision for the future for this entire industry for years to come, it all revolves around Seth Rollins being front and center.
See, Sami bringing some good points.
I'm the best man for the job. You know this.
Yeah, that's my point, Seth. That's my point. It's not a coincidence. It's hypocritical. And you spend all this time talking about the bloodline this and the bloodline that.
This is not the bloodline. Quit comparing me to them.
How is it different? You've got the wise man right over there, and you've got your little dog right over there.
Not him calling Braun a dog.
By the way, if he keeps looking at me like that, it's going to get his face kicked in.
Oh, no, Sami. I think Sami's about to get speared.
Hey, everybody just calm down. Hey, what is this? What is this? What is going on here? Sami, you came out here to be honest with me. Well, let me be honest with you. This is the vision.
Why is Paul Heyman rubbing his back like that?
And you are either
he's like
with
sana
us,
sana kulita de rana,
or you become a target. That's not a threat. That's not a threat. I don't want you to become a target. Because this whole thing, it's bigger than us. It doesn't matter if I hate you like I hate Roman and Punk. It doesn't matter if I love you the way I love you. You stand in our way, you become a target. And I don't want that for you. I don't want that for you, honestly. So look, we can find a solution to this. We can find a solution. It doesn't have to come to blows. We can get you out of harm's way. The wise man, you can pull some strings. We can get you moved off of Monday Night Raw.
Why?
No, it's not. Look, this not a threat. That's not a threat. It's just you're clearly not going to buy in to what we are selling. So maybe we can cash you out. It's not a threat, Sami.
Is this a bank?
It's an offer. It's an offer. It's a favor.
Oh, no more talk about favors.
So look, just think about it. Think about it.
I'm scared. What if Sami joins them? Don't think about it, Sami. There's nothing to think about, Sami.
By the end of the night.
No. Sami, don't beat Cody 2.0. Why they gotta make Sami Cody 2.0? Making him think about these crazy ass favors. For Braun.
Well, ladies and gentlemen,
Braun's giving him the death stare at the moment.
Seth Rollins calling this group the future of the industry.
All right, well, what a start to today's show. Joseph Boza says it would be stupid. Don't entertain it. Tiger Claw says 20 minutes of mid. Bill W. from New York says Sami won't join. What's up, Andrea? Thank you so much for coming in. We got the sniper here who says Sami should definitely join them and the turn is coming. I think I'm afraid I don't want him to join them. But given that last week they kind of made me feel like he might be joining them. I don't know, guys. This is wild. Aaron says, well, that was completely random. Yeah, they need to come out during this. I mean, I know it's, we're past WrestleMania season and we're on to, new stories and whatnot. But yeah, this was completely random. Let's see who else we got in here. What's up, Dave Jordan? We got Hannah Clark. We got Taylor. We got Nick Moose, who says if Sami didn't help KO, I don't think he'll join Seth. I hope not, but what if we start to see a change in Sami? Hustle Hard Podcast says trade Sami for Jimmy. Conception says WTF, this was weird. We got Bo said Bo, who predicts Sami is joining. Jay Masta says Sami is not going to join. Let's see.
None other than the Eradicator, Rhea Ripley, making a statement last week.
JV says, Denise, last week you were saying Sami looked like he was going to jump Jey. That was foreshadowing. Yeah, I think so too. That's what has me a little bit afraid. Let's see what else we got here.
Last week.
Big G says Seth wants Sami. Oh, it's next. It's next. By the way, we got Data here who says, beautiful as always, Sami Punk shirt, hashtag Sami 2.0. No, I already wore it the other day. I like to switch up my outfits so that people know I take a shower and wash my clothes. If I wear the same thing every week, people are going to start wondering, when does Denise shower? Does she wash her clothes? Do we need to have an odor check? There's been times where I've worn like the same sweater a couple of times and I'm like, oh no, I can't wear this sweater no more. I already wore this on a stream. I don't want people to think I didn't wash it or something. I'm very cognizant of that. Oh my gosh, look at Rhea. Hello. This camera looks a little different.
I had a chance to talk with Rhea earlier
I like this camera shot.
Teach some lessons.
It's more so the quality. It reminds me of the quality of that they usually use when they're like inside the ring. This quality is so freaking good.
Rhea's in action live against.
Yo, I love that. They need to keep that. They need to keep that quality going because that looks really great. Day, thank you so much for the super chat. So nice of you. All right, what else do we got here? We got Mike Parker Collects is in the building. What's up, Mike Parker? He says, I actually want to see Becky join the faction and be the first Paul Heyman girl and be something fresh. Yeah, I know a lot of people want to see that, and it would be something fresh to have a female Paul Heyman girl. But I also think that they need to build the group with more up and coming acts. You know what I'm saying? Like, Becky Lynch is already, accomplished so much. She's Becky Lynch. She's already at the top of her game. I would like to see the group, if they were going to put a woman in, I would like it to be someone that was, on the verge of becoming a big star, right? Not even Rhea. She's already Rhea. She's already established. I would like it to be, if it was a female, I would like it to be female or male, actually. I would like it to be somebody that really means it, kind of like Braun Breaker. Thank you, Mike Parker Collects. Hustle Hard Podcast says, what's your shirt say, Denise? I missed it at the beginning. It says Sunset Boulevard, Los Angeles. Nothing too crazy. That's all it says. Sunset Boulevard, Los Angeles. I'm a sucker for buying shirts that just say like city names, especially LA. I will definitely buy the shirt. So very easy to please. Who else do we got in here? What's up, Plugger? Nice to see you in here. Says, hey, Denise, can't wait for WWE Perth in October. I love the international shows, guys. I'm really trying to make it out to Paris for Clash in Paris. I'm trying to make it out there. We'll see. I'm trying to make it out to the AEW show in Mexico as well. However, I just need to double check some things and see if I can make it out there. Dot my I's, cross my T's, that sort of stuff. But we'll see if I end up doing that. What's up? We got Charles Credle. Who else do we got in here? Look at how confident Roxanne looks. Like, this doesn't doesn't even rattle her nerves anymore.
The NXT
Roxanne
upstart
is
quite the year.
already so
Here at WWE,
she's
back
had
at
so
the
many
Royal
big
Rumble,
moments.
Pat
Like she's
Roxanne
already
Perez
has that
was the
confidence
Iron
that you
Woman of
need
this
to
year's
be in
match.
these
In
big
fact,
positions.
she
Like she
broke
doesn't look
Bayley's record lasting
rattled
longer
at
than
all.
anyone in the history.
Sheldon
of the
Jackson says,
Royal
"Hey
Rumble
Denise, the
match.
fun fact of your
On the
night
women's
is on
side of things,
Instagram." Oh, let me check. Hold on.
For a reason.
By the way, Sheldon always
Then she went
remembers
on and
really great fun
qualified for
facts,
the
and he
Elimination Chamber.
oh my gosh.
Spot it. Become #1 contender
Sorry,
for the
guys.
world title on the line.
I forgot I left my
So it's been
screen.
quite the year so far
I was
for Roxanne Perez,
doing a
former
video,
two-time
and I forgot
NXT
that's where
Women's
my
Champion.
my screen left off
has
on
her hands
Instagram.
full tonight.
I hope I don't ever accidentally post like the
Roxanne's
wrong
going for it. We're
video.
about to find out tonight.
Let me see. Sheldon Jackson says, fun fact of the night, the last time Seth had a faction, it started in December 2019 and kind of died by Mania 36. The members, Seth as the leader, Monday Night Messiah, Buddy Murphy, and Seth's disciples, author of Pain.
We are back here,
If they were
live in
released,
Kansas City,
sorry,
over
till they were
11,000
released
for
weeks
this
before
very
Mania.
intriguing
Austin
matchup
Theory
between
joined for
Rhea
like 2
Ripley on
weeks
the
after
left,
Mania
Roxanne
36,
Perez
then was sent
from
back to
NXT on the
NXT.
left.
I do
These two have
remember
had
this,
one
by the way.
one-on-one
So,
match in their
Sheldon,
career.
thank you
Happened
so
back in
much for sending this fun
2022.
fact, by
Pick
the
your
way,
poison
because
match at
that's a
NXT.
pretty good
Rhea
one.
Ripley
Thank
would
you,
come out on
Sheldon.
top. But this
Hopefully
is
you
a
guys
very
all
different
enjoyed that fun
Roxanne
fact.
Perez.
Now let's get into this match here with
That you see in
Roxanne
the
and
past.
Rhea.
Roxanne
And I
is
will
known as the
read the
prodigy
rest
for
of the
good
super
reason.
chats once
Lot of
we are
confidence. Once again, for good
done
reason.
with this match.
Backs it up.
Let's see what
Phenomenal
happens
in-ring
here.
performer.
Spent a lot of time on Monday Night Raw this year, Pat, despite the fact
I'm
that
rooting for
she's
both
part of
girls.
NXT. In fact, she's
I
2-0
can't
in
pick.
matches here on Raw.
Rhea Ripley, also an NXT icon like myself.
Although it would be crazy though if Roxanne got a win, guys. If
Loves
Roxanne
NXT
got a
around
win,
here, producing
I will
greatness,
literally
as we're
jump
seeing
off
some
my
head
chair
games come from
and
Roxanne
start
Perez.
screaming.
Yeah, I'm not quite sure you want to be playing mind
Because,
games with Rhea, but that
oh, look
payoff
at
for
this is what I
Roxanne.
love about
Great
Roxanne.
move,
Is she's
top
such
block
a
to the
smart
back of the
wrestler.
knee.
She always
I love
comes
what
in with a
Roxanne has
plan,
decided to do
and
here.
she
The
does so
prodigy,
much better. I
Roxanne
think
Perez now
wrestling
attacking
girls
Rhea
that are
Ripley.
bigger than
You
her,
take
like
the leg out, you take the knee out, Pat, you take away
bigger
Rhea's
than her.
power.
Like she
Also, you play a little
never
mental
looks,
before we even get
even though
started.
she
And then
looks
smack
tiny, she
Rhea
never
Ripley in the
wrestles
mouth.
tiny.
And this
Does
is
that
that
make
change
sense?
in attitude that
Like,
Roxanne
she
Perez
wrestles
has gone through over the past couple of
different.
years.
Like I can't
It's been
explain
wonderful
it.
seeing the maturation process of this young woman. Whether you
She just
agree
has
with
so
her or
much
not, she runs into a
prowess
boot by
that
Ripley.
you don't,
Just
even
like
though
Rhea
she's
Ripley told
tiny,
us
she doesn't
WrestleMania
wrestle
week.
that way.
As long as
She
you're your
wrestles
true
like she's
self, you're
6
going to be
feet
your best
tall.
form. Rhea Ripley has done that. Roxanne thinks the same.
Yeah, looking for Razor's Edge. Roxanne able to hang on to the top ropes. Perez looking to use her speed in this matchup. Rhea Ripley using her power.
Nice.
Both of them.
Roxanne
Look
now,
at Roxanne. She's just so
Again,
freaking
continues to work on
good.
left leg
Just
of Rhea
know
Ripley.
she just
It's working hamstring
always
now, whenever
knows
there's an
like
arm
she always looks like she knows what she's
Perez,
doing, and you can
Brooklyn,
tell.
Texas,
Like
trained
at
by
no point do I
the
ever
WWE
feel
Hall
like
of Famer and
Roxanne
Grayson
looks
NXT,
lost,
Booker T.
like she looks confused
We've been
or
wondering about
anything.
Roxanne.
Girl
Roxanne
knows that
Booker
ring
T for a
inside
long
and out.
time. Obviously has a lot of pride.
And Perez with a suicide
Oh, she
dive
caught her.
caught, though, by Rhea Ripley. And there's the power of the Eradicator.
No,
And sends Perez
she was
into the
gonna throw her
barricade.
into the fans right now. The way that
That's
she
the
lifted her
X
so
factor for Rhea
high,
Ripley in every
I
single
thought
match.
she lifted
At
her
any
a little
given moment,
too
she'd
high
catch you
to
out
where
of
I
the
thought
sky
she
and
was
throw you
gonna
off the
throw
barricade.
her into the people.
She's always been like this.
I was about to say, damn girl.
Now, dropping a, Roxanne.
Although I can imagine all the
On the
people in the front
barricade.
row being like, don't worry,
Begins to
Roxy,
take
we
control
got
of this
you.
matchup.
We'll catch you, Roxy. And she's so tiny
Monday Night
that
Raw
it
tonight,
wouldn't be
Kansas
like
City.
anything
Nick Aldis,
too
the general
crazy.
manager, one night only. Adam Pearce has the weekend off.
Buddy.
Maybe we should have got Shaquille O'Neal to be our general manager.
Well, I just saw. He just
Yes,
signed,
and Big,
to
I
be the
agree. She
general
can
manager of
out-wrestle larger
Sacramento State's
opponents.
college team, I believe.
Great.
Ah,
She's just
interesting.
She's just,
Roxanne is
you know,
knocked
worked
off
very
the
hard
apron by Ripley.
and did the
He's a good
training she needed
businessman.
to
He's
do
still
and
in an instant classic here on Monday
did what
Night
she
Raw.
needed to do to
Perez
get to this
holding on,
level.
and then some. And again, continues to work on the left leg of Rhea. This has been tremendous strategy by Roxanne Perez in this match.
You think about from the very beginning where she delayed the start basically.
Look at
and now she's
her.
attacking the knee and the hamstring.
So this
She doesn't
aggressiveness
care
in the
that
match
that's
against
Rhea
Stephanie
Bloody
Rivera.
Ripley.
NXT
She doesn't
last Tuesday
care that
at
Rhea is
CW.
one of the biggest top stars.
And again, Rhea
former
in deep,
women's
deep trouble, and
champion.
Roxanne having her way with Ripley.
Roxanne works like she is on equal
Chopping down
footing.
Rhea Ripley here.
Rhea,
She
though,
doesn't show fear.
went for the side Russian leg sweep. Ripley able to block. And a
Ooh.
clothesline takes
Oh,
out
Jesus.
Perez. Rhea Ripley
I
needed
love how
that.
she sold for that
Well, she
clothesline because
checks
she's
on
so
her knee.
tiny.
The
But she, like,
three-time
folded her in
Women's World
half.
Champion.
Wait
trying to
till
regain
Rhea hits
control
her
of this matchup.
headbutt
Again,
on poor
Really cannot
Roxanne.
balance on that left leg that's been assaulted by Perez in this match.
Roxanne's been unbelievable here. Rhea Ripley, not only a 3-time champ, but also a main eventer in a stadium.
Oops, got her again.
Crossbody. Rhea Ripley, though, able to catch her. The power again of Mommy.
Netflix worldwide.
Vertical suplex delivered. And a drop kick by Ripley. Roxanne Perez rolling out of harm's way as Rhea Ripley looks to recover. What a match
I'm laughing because Rhea did a drop kick, but she didn't have to go that high. Because she didn't have to go that high to get Roxanne.
Rhea Ripley telling the official, I'm fine.
Oh, man. Matt here says she sells well as well. Makes her matches always exciting. And all her matches are different, too.
Tampering the knee
like, she doesn't wrestle the
Great
same match
strategy
over and
by
over.
Roxanne.
She switches it up depending on her opponents, and I've always liked that.
No doubt about that.
As if you're new here on this watch along, I am on the VPN, so I do get to continue watching the show during the commercial break. So in case you don't, you at least get to hear the audio
Rhea
of that.
Stalking Roxanne now.
Yeah, this is where Rhea gets comfortable.
Oh, she's about to chop Roxanne.
Oh, goodness.
Thud, as you heard Roxanne's sternum touch her spine.
And
Rhea
again,
enjoys inflicting this pain on poor little Roxy.
Show up on my turf, do whatever they want. Time to teach them a little bit of a lesson tonight.
In the meantime, let me 1 second. Let me catch up here really quickly. Oh,
and now Roxanne Perez, suicide.
Nice. Oh, nice. Roxanne just did a dive onto Rhea, and this time Rhea did not catch her. By the way, we got Saif done super. Saif, thank you so much for the super chat. It says, hi, been a while, but I enjoyed WrestleMania. Maybe my favorite wrestler won the IC title, helped my enjoyment, and thank God Sami is back. Braun needed him. Well, congratulations on seeing Dominic Mysterio win the Intercontinental Championship. It is crazy to see how much Dominic has grown. Not too long ago, I posted a video of the interviews that I've done with Dominic as the years have gone by. And the first interview that I did with Dominic, guys, go and watch it. It's up here on the channel. And he has this little tiny baby face, and he's so shy, and he's talking like this, but he can't get the words out, and he's so innocent and young. And then the last interview, he's like throwing jabs at me. He's far more confident. It's kind of insane to see the growth of Dominic and how much has happened for him in the last couple of years. So yeah, it's kind of cool to see. Saeed, thank you so much. We're back here in 44 seconds, by the way. We got David here who sends in a super chat saying, I didn't have a good day, but getting to watch wrestling with y'all and seeing Roxy wrestle makes it somewhat better. David, don't worry. We've all been there with shitty days, man. I have them almost every other day, so you're not alone. The best thing about having a bad day, it makes you appreciate the good days. And it won't be bad all the time. Just sometimes it happens, but like Annie says, the sun will come up tomorrow. And yes, I really just quoted fucking Annie.
Rhea Ripley
oh man, I'm dead. I really just quoted Annie. I love Annie. That's why I quoted Annie. I love her. Very inspirational, okay? But David, I hope you have a better day. Thank you for tuning in. Hey, shout out to all the Annie fans here, by the way.
Kick out at 2 by Roxanne Perez.
All right, we're back here on the show.
Right now. She's got
and Roxy's still dominating. She dominated the entire commercial break too.
By Perez.
Now attacking her knees, attacking her lower body, trying to get her strength out of the match.
Yeah, trying to get Rhea to submit.
He's been working that leg of Rhea for the entire matchup. Yeah, that springboard moonsault was really nice too. As Sven Big just pointed out here.
Process of this young woman. She's taken Rhea Ripley to the limits. And Pat, we said, can you imagine if Roxanne can knock off this former
Hercules says I did the musical So Many Kids. Oh, I know Annie by heart. It was my favorite movie growing up as a kid. One of those feel-good movies.
Rhea Ripley was
Do not put on Annie for me because I will be busting it out, singing at the top of my lungs.
WWE superstar, and here she is opening Raw.
And look at the position of the leg of Rhea Ripley.
Yo, she's looking like a
trying to
boss.
fight her way out of it. Perez just continues the attack.
I think, given, of course, how much
Rhea's knees are doing it.
how much
Yeah,
offense
relentless by
Roxanne
Perez.
has gotten
Still
on
hanging
Rhea,
on. Rhea
I still
trying to
feel like
fight out,
Rhea's winning this
trying to
match.
create some
However,
space.
what
Ain't
if
able to do it.
all of the damage that Roxanne did to the knee of
Oh, and a big
Rhea
kick to Perez,
really
and now
does allow her to
Roxanne
capture a
Perez is
victory
stunned.
here.
Rhea
I would
really
love
on
to
one
see that as a
leg,
surprise.
looking to turn things around with a clothesline. Not allowing any space.
I love seeing Rhea clothesline Roxanne
Bad leg,
because
Barely able to
again,
plan.
she just makes it look really good.
Rhea, though, with Roxanne up high. Ripley, can she catch her balance?
There you go.
She's wiping down Roxanne. Oh,
Ripley.
she kicked down good. I was about to say, don't worry, Roxanne. Even though you lost, you looked really good in this matchup.
First it was
But the fact that she kicked out
Razor's Edge,
after
and then a shin to the jaw.
that
But
kick to
watch
the
this,
jaw and the
watch this.
Razor's Edge from
I was
Rhea.
gonna say, she couldn't plant her leg, Pat. And that was one of the reasons that Perez was able to kick out because of the injured leg. Again, here's another look at that. This is important.
Dude, like the craziest thing about Roxanne, when she like really makes it onto the main roster and they really start to like do even more with her, she is going to be so over with like the young girls. Like the young girls, I'm talking young, like,
That's probably
7-year-olds, 10-year-olds, 12-year-olds. They're going to see Roxanne. There's Julia. They're going to see Roxanne and they're going to be obsessed with her, especially because she looks so young.
Again, another NXT.
Oh my God, is she going to win via distraction?
Monday Night Raw's turf. Rhea and Julia got into it last week. Rhea's got to turn her attention to Roxanne Perez.
Really?
Cover. Rolls up Rhea.
Okay, I was about to say, oh my God.
Distraction by Julia. And Perez now. Face first goes Rhea.
She might.
Roxanne Perez could be closing.
Nice. Oh, that was cool.
Knee to the back of the neck.
Is that it? 1, 2? No. Okay. Okay.
I thought that was it, Cole. I thought the Prodigy had
I don't want to see Roxanne win via distraction because she's done such good work breaking down the leg of Rhea Ripley.
Oh, toughness check. Late.
Yeah, well, that slap, I think, just ticked Rhea off. But maybe not.
Oops, she's going for a pop rocks. Will she get it? No, she's not going to get it. Rhea's going to counter it. Oh, wait. Roxanne got out. Oh, never mind. Rhea got her.
And the dangerous
Another confrontation there with Julia and Rhea. That's interesting.
Julia just had to watch Roxanne.
Second one in a row.
Need from here to Kansas City, Kansas.
I can't wait to.
Okay. I think this is where Roxanne gets it.
Try to roll up Rhea.
No. Oh, that was the headbutt I was waiting for on Roxanne. Oh. No, technically Julia. Oh, DQ.
Leg of Ripley.
Boo. Okay, boo.
Roxanne Perez.
Boo, Julia.
Gonna do the same thing again here tonight.
Interesting seeing Roxanne and Julia now as a duo here. With Io.
But with this woman, the world champion.
Oh my gosh, that's a matchup I'd love to see.
Roxanne and Julia are trying to make a name for themselves. Well, say hello to our champ.
Ooh, that was fun.
Julia inadvertently just struck her buddy. Io Sky gonna make her pay.
I like when Io does that. Oh, is Roxanne going to get the upper hand on the champ? Nope.
Oh, world champion knocked off the ropes.
That was brutal.
Julia causing her to lose her balance. And now
where's
again, this
Rhea?
Pack-like attack by Perez and Julia. And on one leg, Rhea Ripley makes her way to the ring, and the NXT stars scatter.
This is so interesting. Like, this is now 2 weeks in a row that we see this play out. I am getting, I'm feeling this, like, this does feel like this will end up being something for Evolution too, whenever they decide to make that official announcement.
I'm not sure they want to.
And when they do, I'm going to be so excited about it. All right, let's see. What do we got? Judgment Day.
Welcome back. Hey, I need to talk to you about a couple things. Sure, give us a second. Yeah, go ahead. Hey, I'm happy you're back now, but I'm just going to come out and say it. I thought you would have told me you were returning last night.
I told Dom, and I just assumed it was going to get back to you.
Wow, he didn't send the
Look, it's cool that you told
message.
Dom.
They left him out of the
wish I
group
told him.
chat.
I know. Listen, I called him. He won the Intercontinental title. I was congratulating him. I was cleared quicker than I thought it was
Damn,
gonna
Finn
be.
Balor's feeling like a third wheel right now.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
all
all
good.
good. Just two mates catching up.
Okay, but why aren't you guys getting ready for the match?
A match?
Yeah.
What match?
I was going to tell you.
Or in this case, the sixth wheel.
Liv thought it would be a good idea for us to make another run of the tag team titles. And I thought that was a great idea. So I went to Nick Aldis and I got us a match of the War Raiders tonight.
Although you'd think there'd be a pair with that, but
There's been so much going on in the clubhouse and wasn't slipped my mind. I'm so sorry, but since you're not a champion, I thought you.
no one's giving a damn about Finn. How sad.
For the future, can we please keep me in the loop around course?
Yes.
Okay.
Starta group chat.
Better go get ready.
Type up.
Have fun.
Starta group chat.
I'm sorry, it's not on me. It's not on me.
It's like everyone's gonna be a champion.
Dominic,
Salita should be a champion too.
How you guys doing over here? You're winning so much.
All right. All right. There's Logan Paul. Let me just one
Logan
second,
Paul,
guys. Let me
WWE
just
superstar,
end the
social media
recording. My
megastar.
secondary
Logan's here live.
recording that I have going in the
Kansas
background, and start a new recording. All right. Let's see what they show for the commercial break this time around.
I'm here
Oh,
with
it's Austin Theory and Grayson Waller.
Grayson Waller, guys, last week
All right.
the War Raiders interrupted you. And, you know, since we haven't seen you compete in the ring in a minute, I thought I'd give you a chance to let the WWE fans know, what your plans are here on Monday Night Raw moving forward.
You know what, Jackie? Things haven't been the best for us.
No, it hasn't.
It doesn't matter who interrupts us, who tries to walk out on us.
I wonder if
because me and
anyone's going to
Grayson
interrupt
Waller
them
are
right now.
bound to be the tag team champions. And we're also bound to have some of that good barbecue that Kansas City's known for.
Oh, okay.
I can't wait. I've been so excited to come here to Kansas City so we can finally celebrate the 2025 Super Bowl World Champ Philadelphia Eagles.
I was wondering where they were going with this because I'm like, they're
You're
not
right, Jackie.
baby face,
We've been
they're
knocked down
Eagles.
time and time again, kind of like Pat Mahomes in the Super Bowl.
That kind of stings a little bit, right? How about I ask you a question, Kansas City?
Hold on. You don't know this. I'll give you the scoop. I got some good news for you. That marquee match we wanted, I talked to Aldis. It's happening next week.
Wait, hold on. Who we got? What's going on?
Well, I talked to Aldis about A-Town Down Under, the best team on Monday Night Raw, but the conversation went elsewhere. And next week on Netflix, Grayson Waller is in singles action, and I've been waiting for this opportunity because I'm a champ. Jalen Hurts, Saquon Barkley, Grayson Waller. You got my back, right?
Dang, you let Theory out.
Hey,
Good,
barbecue
because
on
they
me,
need to
lad.
break
I'll
up.
see you
I've been
next
waiting
week.
for this
Go
for the
Birds.
longest time. All right, let me catch up here really quickly with the
Yeah.
super chats, by the way.
Austin, he didn't tell you?
We got Saif Dun Super who says, bring back the Jey Rhea romance
back to
story. It
ringside.
was fun. It was more so like a
Good communication
flirtation.
between those two.
it's
Like
good
it
news
seemed like Jay just had a
for
crush on
Grayson,
Rhea. I don't know why they
That's bad
dropped
news for
it.
A-Town
Maybe
Down
it's
Under
best they
there that they
did.
don't know.
I don't know. It was kind of silly and fun. I like that they didn't really lean in too much into it. I like that it was just like casual flirtation. Thank you, Saif Dun Super. We got Day Day here who says, Mommy and Roxy remind me of Razor and Shawn Michaels. Yes, that could be. I know they're doing it right now with like Liv and Raquel. You never know. Maybe in the future we can see Rhea and Mommy. Sorry, Roxy and Rhea.
We get a lot of heat for
Thank
a
you,
lot
Day
of
Day.
things,
We got
brothers.
Mike Parker
You say
who
what
Alexa
you
says,
feel
can't
and
imagine
feel
this
what
will
you
have a
say.
clean finish.
I
Maybe
agree
a
with
run-in
everything you're
because
saying, brother.
Roxanne ruined the match last week, or maybe Rhea will do something to get DQ'd. Well, Mike, you are definitely correct on this not having an actual ending for the women's match, but still fun nonetheless, though. And Roxanne looked like $1 million bucks. Thank you, Mike. We got Luis Johnson who says, what's up, Denise? I watched your WrestleMania 41 vlog video. It was an awesome video. Luis, thank you. I was just saying how I didn't think that I never know what people are gonna like. Honestly, that's one of the things I've learned as a YouTuber now is the videos that I think everyone's gonna like, no one gives a shit, and then the videos that I think no one's gonna like, everyone likes. So I'm just like, fuck it, I'm gonna post everything that I make, and whether or not people like it, that's just what it is. We'll see what happens. But I do like to do those types of videos because obviously they're different from what I normally do, and people seem to enjoy them. So thank you so much, Larice, for taking the time to watch that. We got Day Day here who says new Paul Heyman faction called VPN. Thanks, Day Day. We got Well-Rounded Leo who says fans are ruining wrestling for me by cheering heels, and it's disrespectful because the heel job and purpose is to get booed. Fans have always been like that. At the end of the day, if you pay your cold heart, whatever money you pay, you're allowed to cheer for whoever you want. That's always been my mentality. If you want to boo, boo. If you want to cheer, cheer. If you pay for the ticket, you can do whatever cheer you want to do. Thank you, Leo. All right, let's see what Logan has to say.
You people still aren't satisfied. Hey, I get it. You're from Kansas City. You're a victim of circumstance. You don't know greatness when it's standing right in front of you.
Like right now, I'm going to boo Logan Paul.
You people are so stupid. You don't know what a true legend looks like.
Holy shit, I was first.
Hey. I'm going to say something, and it might offend some of you. You're not going to like it, but
let's see.
A true legend certainly does not look like your current world heavyweight champion, Jey Uso.
Wait, what's that supposed to mean? He's making it seem like Jey Uso's ugly. What? Jey Uso's not ugly. He looks like a champion.
I had 7 days to think about it, and I realized, man, I've done just about everything there is to do here in this industry, except win a world title. So Jey Uso,
yeah, because the United States Championship was so great.
Because you have something that I want.
Nothing. Get him, Jay.
Is it a yeet party, Logan?
Oh, we're about to see like the ultimate people cheering hella crazy for Jey Uso and people booing the hell out of Logan Paul. Ain't no one gonna cheer Logan over Jay. All right, well, people eat. Let me answer Melissa Cabello's question. It says we're going to live stream this week, Denise. Raw watch along review, NXT review, Wednesday AEW Dynamite watch along and review, Friday watch along, Friday Night SmackDown watch along and review. Oh, look at the little kids so happy. Oh, that's so cute.
The signs says it all. He beat cancer.
Aww.
To be here in the front row in Kansas City for Monday Night Raw tonight.
That's freaking awesome. Hell yeah. And then after Friday Night SmackDown, Collision. Yes, you heard that right. Collision. I'm giving it another chance this Saturday. Y'all better tune in. Thanks, Melissa.
At this moment, Michael Cole's eating.
All right. In the meantime, we got Brandon Rosen here who says, how about the Seth Riders?
Kansas City Eats.
Pause, Brandon. The Seth Riders? Reread that one. Reread it. Thank you, Brandon. We got Dan Lepke here who says, unless fact, I was going to play. Ooh, useless fact says I was going to play in Annie in the 6th grade. That's not a useless fact. I actually kind of love that. Dan, let me know whose role you were in the production of Annie in the 6th grade. Thank you, Dan.
Hold up. We're going to silence this noise. Because he think after 15 years, me trying to make a name for myself, finally becoming world champ, then I'm gonna just hand this over to some punk-ass YouTuber like Logan Paul.
Yeah! A punk-ass YouTuber. As a YouTuber, I still gotta cheer for that punk-ass YouTuber.
Yeah. Hey, look, let me spin it. Get real with you for a minute. I watched Gunther beat my twin to a bloody pole, Bruce. So it did something to me. It lit a fire inside of me that ain't never going out. So look, This title is not given, it's earned, and it's mine. And if you want it, come take it. 4 letters, 1 word.
Oh my gosh. My favorite part of that is when Jey goes,
You sound so stupid, Oos. I've done more in 4 years than you have in 15. All of you know that's
Don't
true.
let him talk to you like that, Jey.
So I got something
Clock
for you,
his
Jey.
ass.
Here's how this is gonna go. That title, I'm gonna take it from you, and you are gonna do what you do best. You're gonna do what you always do, and that is crash out, screw up, and lose that title in less time than you held the Intercontinental Championship.
Don't let him disrespect you like that.
So, Jey, enjoy it while you still can.
Yes! Bye! STFU, Logan Paul.
Jey Uso said he's a different man. He's on a different plane.
Right now, Logan Paul's on the ground seeing little yeets in the sky. He's just seeing little yeets in the sky. That is it, my friend. I actually kind of like that. We're going to do Logan Paul and Jey, because I actually think it'd be great to see Jey defeat Logan Paul. With a shout out to that little kid in the front row, man. So adorable. All right, let me catch up here on the super chats. We got the Champ 39 here who says, wait a minute, Roxanne and Julia are allies. These two tear each other apart earlier this year. People change fast. Dude, I remember when I saw them pair up together, I was like, what did I miss? Like, this just happened out of nowhere. I was wondering the exact same thing. I was so confused by that. But, hey, I guess it's happening. That's where we're at. By the way, we got the War Raiders versus Finn and JD Dunn on next. We got Stuart Bridgman here who says Theory is turning face and looks like it, especially based off of Grayson Waller going off and booking himself and not booking Theory a matchup. So possibly, I just want them to break up already. Like, I don't think they should be an item anymore. I think they should be broken the hell up. We got Rafael Garcia here who says, so wait, if Carlito wants gold, the Irish are fighting for the tag belt. Dom has the IC, and they're not gonna put him anywhere near Jey. Oh my God, he wants Lyra.
New World Tag Team Champions.
I have no idea what I just read, Rafael. Oh man, I don't even know what to say. What is happening? I don't know what this means. That's so funny. Oh, yeah, because Lyra's the champ, so that would be the only doubt left for him. Okay, I see what you meant right now, Raphael. I thought you meant he wanted Lyra, like, romantically. I was like, what? He wants Lyra romantically? Okay. Thanks, Raphael. Alrighty, anyways. Alright. Both says Logan versus Jey. I'll pass. Look, at least Jey will kick his ass, and even though we hate to admit it, Logan Paul will get some, he'll get some, like, a little attention. He'll get some attention, so we'll see.
Them feeling as if they're the greatest tag team of all time.
And Jake says, what about EO? Hey, maybe he is coming for EO. That's another one. We got Clinton Shea here who says Rusev crashes this tag.
Hard to argue with his success.
I hope not.
It's interesting. It's so late in their
I don't know what they're going to have Rusev do today. I feel like he should be in a match with Otis. Like, I feel like that's what they should do next because of the attack last week. And at least with Rusev and Otis, we'll get some meat. So that's kind of, I guess, what I'm hoping for on that end. Let me see. Who else do we got here? Megan's AW Sicko says human trash versus anyone, and I pass. I get it. People do not like Logan Paul. I get it. Tiger Claw says, I hear Logan can't even beat himself. Wild. What's up, Mike Cincinnati? Thank you so much for tuning into the stream. BTW, if I haven't given you a shout out and you're in here, please say hello, take part in the chat so that I can give you a shout out and see who's in here. We got, let me see, we got Vinny Doom. We got Hercules87 in here.
JD McDonough
Infamous
returning to
DJ
action
One,
after he suffered
Rafael
multiple
Garcia.
injuries a number of
We
months
got
ago.
Brandon
Back
Rosen.
to his deck hit
We
our
got
announce table.
Marshman
I'm
96.
surprised this man is still able to wrestle back.
Yeah, Marshman 96 says so many
Meanwhile,
people work so hard
it
and
looks like
Logan
we're
gets
gonna
the
be
match. We got
Vice
Bruce
President
Phillips. What's up, Bruce? We
of
got
our
Sarah. Sarah, nice to see you. Thank you so much for tuning into the stream. We got Jay Moscow, who is definitely not new. We got Nell D. We got KJ. We got Day Day. We got Dean Heyman. We also got the Andy Nurschel in here. He says that big feud everyone was looking forward to, Rusev versus Otis. We got Yashiro in the building. What's up, Yashiro? We got Eduardo Lozano, excuse me. I don't know why I said Lorenzo. I just saw the L and the O and I assumed it was Lorenzo. Eduardo Lozano. We got Jill the Pickle. We also got Lindsay White. What's up, Lindsay White? Just giving a yes, please. Yes. Let me see. We got Fladonna in here. What's up, Fladonna? We got M. Durrett. Always nice to see you up in here. Raphael Smith. What's up, Raphael? One of our top commenters. We got King Michael Gang 123. Always the regular here. What's up, King Michael Gang? We got Gio says what's crack-a-lackin' Denise. Are you a Madagascar fan?
Give this team a proper
I love
introduction.
Madagascar.
Monday
All right. Let's see. We got Tracy here. Who else haven't I shouted out? We got Chris Robinson, Mike Kowinski, Corey MacArthur. We got Amon Lopez who says, what's a better name than what Adam Pearce gave Test Faction? Trifecta or testosterone? What? I didn't even see them give them like an actual name. I didn't even realize they had an actual name. I don't know what's going on with that. We got Rody Soto in here. What's up? Happy Monday. We also got Salvador. We got CC Funk, Dan Leckby Jr., Tanisha Hicks, WWE Girl, Rowdy the Cat, who says I prefer Miro over
We were so concerned about your
man.
well-being.
We got Spike Hunter in here, Taylor, Melissa Cabello, Sent Big, Jay Free, Hootie Hoo Y'all, Hootie Hoo Y'all. A really good greeting. We got Jeff Blacksuit, Luis A. We got, let's see, Gio is Madagascar. And I figured once he said it was crack-a-lackin'. We got Joseph Moore, Tanner Blakely, Darkwing 19, and Cyclops is better than Wolverine. Dan Latska, and I'll make sure to shout out more people as we go on. If I missed you, just take part in the chat, and at some point I will catch on.
And then later on, JD McDonough would get injured.
Hopefully this tag match is good. Let's see what we get out of it.
Maybe he'll know not to do something so dumb.
I don't miss seeing Finn Balor and JD McDonough team up together because we got so much of that I'm not in love with the idea of seeing that again, honestly. I really am not.
JD McDonough.
Joseph Moore, thank you for tuning in.
Yeah, you the same enthusiasm, bro.
We did.
Oh man, you did not.
You guys are on
Not
a beach.
enough.
You guys are on a beach, not listening to anything.
We're on vacation.
It's on vacation for us, bro. We done did the hard work, bro.
You sound like the Sanders family out here. Oh, big back body drop to JD McDonough. Xavier, I did mention the fact the Alicia Taylor haircut's great. I like that.
How dare you?
That's so funny because I've been doing hair like this for years. She just got here. So long as we have a cup of coffee, you're going to put her over.
Let's talk about these two teams, because one of these teams who wins this matchup could be in line for a future tag team title opportunity. Who would you guys like to face?
It don't matter who we face. We're at the top of the mountain, man.
Judgment Day, you said they lost the titles to the War Raiders. That was what, their second or third defense in like 140 days or something?
Paper champions.
Yeah, I'm not too in love with having to see this again. I mean, like seeing JD and Finn Balor as a team again. I just feel like we saw it so much.
They're a great friendship, great team.
Oh, yeah, sure. Because when Eric...
It doesn't necessarily feel like the hottest thing on the show. But then again, they don't really got that much going on in the Raw Tag Team division, so we got to take what we can get, to be honest.
Oh, well, that's what happens.
Thank you, Darkwing19, who says, don't forget to hit that like button, guys. Yes, please do. And if you're here and you haven't subscribed, please subscribe, everybody. I post daily pro wrestling content. Every single day, something is going up. So yeah, please do check that out.
Losing matches at WrestleMania, losing titles.
We
should have cut the
We got EC LMPD says no way War Raiders win. Nah, with the return of I don't know, maybe they do actually, because right now Finn Balor isn't necessarily having the best of luck.
Clearly doesn't cut any kind of weight.
And like, yeah, JD McDonough's back, but you know, it's just JD McDonough.
Wow.
Yeah.
Big.
Thank you, Vinny Doom. He says, I hit the like for you. Thank you so much, Vinny. Very cool of you. Adam Reiner says, like your shirt. I love LA. We love it. Thank you so much, man. Thank you so much. We got Shane Davis. It's not going to lie. I had to mute my TV when Logan Paul was on. Yeah, I know a lot of people do not like Logan Paul.
We have a history, bro.
Yep.
And now you're over
Bill Ritchie, what? Roxanne, have you gotten to see her matches on NXT? Because if you haven't seen her matches on NXT, then you've probably been missing some of her best work. But I actually think Roxanne right now is the most well-rounded female wrestler they have in WWE. And well-rounded, what I mean by well-rounded, meaning that she can pull off all different styles of matches. And even just like today, like this match that she had with Rhea, it even was different than a lot of like women's matches that we see on Raw, where like she went in there and she went in there with a strategy, she went in there with a plan, she brought Rhea down, she wrestles with attitude, she doesn't wrestle like. And she lays her shit in, and that's what I personally like about Roxanne. And she's just so, like she just knows what she's doing, and you can tell when you watch her wrestle. So hopefully she grows on you, because yeah, you don't want to miss out on Roxanne Perez. She's gonna be a big star for sure.
Judgment Day's got a lot of gold too right now.
They got a lot of gold.
Yeah, they got a lot of gold. Dirty Doms, Intercontinental Champion.
But they don't have the gold that matters, right?
We got Luis who says, I did one leg drop on the button. Thank you so much, Luis. Thank you very, very much. We got Vinny Doom says, agree she is a true wrestling prodigy. She damn right is. By the way, we are on a commercial break, so we'll be back in about a minute for the actual matchup here. We got Nick Grosso with a very generous super chat. Nick, thank you so freaking much. Nick says, I read a report earlier from BW Insider Elite saying that both Julia and Roxanne are getting main roster call-ups. They are on Raw going forward. If this is their feud, I like it because it sets them up to be next top as well. I do like PW Insider a whole lot. I like the stuff that they post. They're usually very spot on. And given the fact that you're seeing Julia and Roxanne out here right now looking like a duo, it definitely is looking like that's what's happening based off of that report and based off what we've been actually seeing on the programming. So, I wasn't expecting Roxanne to necessarily come in with anybody. I always thought that she was more than well being on her own, but this pairing with Julia does bring a little added extra attention. So yeah, I see no problem with it. Of course, they never actually were friends or never ever had like a friendship, so that will have to be explained at some point. Like, what is the connection with Julia and Roxanne? So hopefully they do get to that at some point. Thank you so much, Nick Grosso, for the
McDonough here in Kansas City.
And we're back here on Raw. Let's see what we got here.
Graced by the presence of the World Tag Champs.
And you know what? Like you said, talk about the match. JD McDonough, Finn Balor been working on this man's neck, but I don't hear you being upset about it. When we
New Day on commentary is pretty funny.
Evil. They do it, you're revered.
It's the way that you guys did it.
We didn't, why, by not putting a hand on him?
We never hurt a hand on his head.
We would never hurt a hair on his head. On Eric's head.
He's bald.
He's bald.
I'm glad you guys have to explain.
And Big says, Miss Stephanie Vaquer shirt strips. Yes. Woo! What's up? That's awesome.
You got a little talk show, Pat, but you're still learning a lot when it comes to this business, and we're going to educate you.
I agree. Every single day I'm trying to learn as much.
Oh, yeah, that's right. I forgot we still got Stephanie Vaquer versus Ivy Nile today. She's about to take out Ivy Nile, which is fine because Stephanie Vaquer is just more over. But it is interesting seeing her get more matches on Raw.
No, we thought he was doing great when he was on his own. He had
Pat McAfee is going to address Gunther's attack.
Highly impressive. Cartwheel. Wow, that's great.
Oh shit! His big old leg just took out JD.
Cartwheel, spinning heel kick, and he chooses to hang out.
I feel like Ivar's meatier. Is it just me?
No, why?
I think Ivar's a little extra meatier.
Can move around.
Meat. Let's go.
Ivar into the corner.
I don't know if it's his gear today.
That's terrible.
Because of the different, he seems to be wearing different colors.
That's not good for Finn Balor.
Than he usually does.
No, it's not. And it's not.
I will say the Doomsault is a terrifying maneuver.
I would say you guys may be scared of the War Raiders because you keep trying to put them down at every turn.
You would say that, but you can't say that because we beat the War Raiders at WrestleMania.
And they're an incredible.
Oh, beautiful moonsault. Had Finn Balor not moved out of the way, he would have been a pancake right now. Also, it looks like Ivar's bleeding a little bit from his elbow.
Yeah, that's right. You didn't do any shenanigans to win the title.
Oh my goodness, a little
Big G says, no bread, no water, just meat.
Look at these abs that I got right
Some more
now.
beat signs. Shane Davis says Ivar's a beast. He's so good. He is. I do enjoy watching him.
JD McDonough in off the tag.
He just like walked up his back like a ramp way.
Up over the top goes Ivar.
Great to have JD McDonough back.
Yeah.
Did JD even get hurt? Look at this man go.
Now go the War Raiders.
Fired up.
That's great.
JD wants these titles back so they can just not defend them for 70 days again.
Y'all want to see it. Y'all want to see those champs. They didn't defend the
I'm
titles
actually
before.
glad that the New Day mentioned that they want the titles again so that they don't defend them for 70 days. That's what I mean, guys. Like,
Eric breaks things up in here.
they would never defend the title.
Hands full in this matchup.
And then when they did wrestle, it was just like,
JD looks incredible in his return to action after
There you go. Just that ease in
5
the
months
sky.
away.
Judgment
Out
Day.
of the ring, just like Ivar should throw him off the team. That's simple.
Oh, guys.
Saw blind tag right there. Here we go. Oh, looks so impressive. Wow.
That was really impressive.
Guys, I can do that easy.
Yeah, and you don't
I
weigh
can do that really
330
easy.
pounds.
Yes, and that's not like to my detriment.
That's
because
not
I work
an
out.
impressive thing to not work out, Michael. Come on.
I don't know. I wouldn't know anything about it. So.
what?
Oh, boy.
Eric now with JD McDonough up.
I agree with that. Look at this right here.
Here we go.
Oh, Raiders.
Hey,
Battering
get him in the
Rams.
ring. Get him in the ring, dummy.
Come on.
Get him in the ring,
Gotta
dummy.
take it out.
You want to be number one
Let's
contender,
go.
right?
This is why
Take
we're
one
champions.
and then take the other.
Put
Throw him in the ring.
There you go.
You know what to do. Don't look at us. You know what to do. Now you take him and you throw him in the ring. That's how you do it. There you go. Whoa, whoa.
Whoa.
Right into that. Oh, he caught him.
Guys.
Oh, no. It's all getting sandwiched in the
Are you
corner.
guys okay?
The new
These
dude,
War
they're
Raiders
on
are about
their
to.
ass
Never
over
mind, there's
here.
Carlito
Carlito.
trying to get involved. JD McDonough looking for the win. Kick out by Eric. Oh, and there's a jawbreaker by McDonough using that big head of his.
That cranium can bust any jaw.
They're bringing back his big head
including the
comment.
War Raider. Carlito distracting Jessica Core.
Oh, look.
There's Penta. All right, I wasn't expecting Penta.
Face to face with
Didn't
McDonough.
pop up right now.
See it thanks to Carlito. Carlito's little plan backfired. Tag made. Ivar with a war machine. Cover. Penta with payback.
And there you go, guys. The War Raiders win. So yeah, I mean, earlier someone was saying they didn't think the War Raiders were gonna win, but yeah, he's definitely
was taken out.
they definitely got that W here today. Let's see what we got here.
Reign supreme.
We got everyone saying they enjoyed this match. Jay Mosker says good match. Adi Carver says good match. Let's see. We got Loose Mojo says Raw is War. WWE Miss WWE Girl 2 says good match. ECLMP says wow, that's a huge rebound. Hustle Hard Podcast says they should have put Fraction on Raw. To be honest, would have been a good spot for them. I know War Raiders would win. Tiger Claw Gaming says rematch-mania, running wild. Justin MCL says the War Raiders are growing on me. Let's see. Louis says the slow start, good ending. Yeah, like I said, it's not necessarily too groundbreaking to see Finn Balor and JD McDonough team up. Like that's been something we've seen about 1,000 million times. And the War Raiders always do a good performance. Like the big spots that Ivar does always get over. We've seen it. Nothing new. All right. Oh, Otis, Sami, and Paul. Okay, now that's new.
Please. Sir.
Poor Otis getting kicked out. All right, let's see what craziness Paul's going to say to Sami.
About the bloodline. We're OG bloodline.
That's true.
Honorarius.
But you just blew up whatever was left of the bloodline with what you did at WrestleMania.
Well, I respected when you broke away from the bloodline and your reasons why. And maybe one day you will respect why I had to do what I had to do. Listen,
Did he have to do it though? Did he?
Talk about the bloodline. You know that. Seth Rollins views himself as the vanguard of the future of this entire industry. And whether he is or he isn't, that's how he views himself. And Braun Breaker, well, that's his dog at the gate. And whether he is or he isn't, that's how Braun Breaker views himself. And Braun Breaker right now is demanding a match with you. And Seth and I, we can't say no to that because Braun Breaker is the key to our plans. But Seth Rollins, he holds you in such reverence. He's offering you a pass. If you accept being traded to SmackDown starting this Friday, everybody wins. And listen, I've spoken to Pierce. I've spoken to Aldis. Seth Rollins is going to do you a favor. If you accept this offer, Sami Zayn, upon your entry into SmackDown, you will face the winner of John Cena versus Randy Orton.
What?
Just like that.
Hey, maybe he should take this offer.
That's how Seth Rollins thinks of you.
Hey, I'm starting to rethink this. I think Sami should say yes.
Think of the future for your family. Sami, you can live in the future, or you can die with the past. Think about it.
KJ says the same thing. Sami, rethink this offer, my guy. Yeah, for reals. Jay Musco says I would take it.
A lot to think about for
I
Sami
know.
Zayn
I'm
now
take
with that
the
offer on the
offer,
table.
Sami. I'm rooting for you,
Meanwhile,
man.
there is the man.
I'm rooting for you.
And she has some explaining to do. Becky Lynch.
All right, we got Becky Lynch coming up next. Hold on one second, guys. I need to end my previous recording and start a new one. All right. I wonder what Becky Lynch has to say today. Obviously, she's going to explain her actions on what she did to poor Bird Girl, or what did the guy call her? Bird Lady? Lyra Ripley?
Monday Night Raw.
I think everyone calls her the Bird Lady.
In Paris, France, on Sunday, August 31st, and Monday.
Okay. Let me see.
Combo tickets.
All right, let me see what everyone's saying. By the way, we got a very generous super chat here from Mike Parker Collect. Mike, thank you so much. Says, every time I see any WWE World walkthrough, I feel bad for Lex Luger because none of his stuff can be found for his Hall of Fame display. Means they have nothing in the WWE warehouse and couldn't find a collector who had anything to loan. I didn't even think about that, Mike. That is so sad. I didn't even, to be honest, I didn't do the Hall of Fame walkthrough in my like I just showed the actual thing, like I didn't walk through it because there was a line. I think the only thing I showed was the Triple H
So you got about 24
Triple H wax figure, so I didn't even see like what they had in the cases, so I didn't even notice. But I know that you're a collector, so it's something that you definitely would pick up on. Mike, oh, it broke my heart. Thank you for the super chat, though. Thank you for pointing this out. Cyclops is better than Wolverine, says Sami is the whitest Samoan you'll ever see. He's an honorary oos. Thank you, Cyclops is better than Wolverine.
Especially.
All right, let's see what else we got here.
Liv and Raquel take on Becky.
What's up? We got A.B. Dobson in the chat. We got John Wilson. What's up, John? Well, 7 I said hello to. We got Aaron says, so the Seth faction are heels, right? Oh, yeah, 100% heels, yes. We got J Girls 9, Bryn Hawking. We got Maximum Jayla. Dang it. You're going to have to let me know. You're going to have to let me know. But he also says, I didn't see Seth's first feud being Sami. I don't know, man. I don't know what's going to happen. Let me see. Pickface says definitely needs to go to SmackDown. Yo, with an offer like that, I don't know how he shouldn't be going at this point. Eddie Carver, thank you so much for tuning in to the stream. We got Luis Arturo Mendez. Thank you so much for also popping in. We got David Primero for sending a super chat. Thank you, David. He says, no matter how they turn on Becky, she is still getting cheered. Poor Lyra. She might end up getting booed like how Charlotte was when Becky turned on her. Well, you know, they haven't gotten the fans yet. This feud, I hope, is the feud that gets people connected to Lyra. Because that's what they've been needing to do. Right now, she's just Bird Lady. You don't want her to just do Bird Lady. She's fake Bird Lady. She's a good wrestler, but people need to get to know who she is. People need to get behind her. We need to see her personality. And until we get all of that, people will probably be behind Becky Lynch. But in this feud, they're going to have to find a way for the people to get behind Lyra Valkyria. So hopefully that is what we end up seeing here. Thank you so much, David, for the super chat. Thank you.
Hey, experience the nonstop excitement at Backlash with On Location, the official fan hospitality partner of WWE. Unrivaled access, unmatched service, and unforgettable experiences. Find your package at onlocationexp.com/backlash-tickets. We're across the state of Missouri tonight to the west. This is Kansas City. And the home tonight.
I've never been to Kansas City, so
on Netflix. And Kansas City's own, our buddy, is here tonight, Pat.
That's right, the voice of baseball for the next generation. MLB, ESPN insider, New York Times bestselling author, Chet Bassett is in the building tonight. And also,
Vinny Doom says she is Bird Lady until she gets over. Plug her here, Dustin. Sammy should go to SmackDown.
Okay.
Let's see. We got Alex K here who says fans just booing the bigger stars because WWE is bad at booking.
Probably driving.
We got, who else do we got here? We got Louis Say who says, I'm not cheering Becky. She's another backstabber. Tiger Claw Gaming says, using Becky as a heel to get a full over has it worked. Who else do we got here? Ben Big says Backlash is coming up fast. It is. It's literally May 10th. Like, what the hell? It's literally in a couple days. Yeah, it's going by so fast. I was actually trying to make plans for that today, so we'll see what we get out of that.
Definitely understand the different reaction tonight for Becky Lynch after what she did to the young Intercontinental Champion Lyra Valkyria last week.
What the hell?
A woman who looked up to Becky Lynch, considered her a mentor, a friend, someone who saved her WrestleMania moment and teamed up with Becky after the unfortunate incident involving Bayley, the attack on Bayley on WrestleMania Saturday.
Lyra was quickly loved by the WWE Universe. A lot of different opinions on watching her get her ass kicked by the man.
Sorry, guys. I thought my app wasn't working right now, and I'm like, no, but it is working, so yay!
Becky's a New York Times best-selling author.
All right, let's see what Becky
Great
has
actor.
to say today.
Legend here at the WWE.
I love her hair.
The man has come around to Kansas City. And the man is back in business, so let's get down to business, shall we? Bayley was tragically taken out of her WrestleMania match.
Oh, tragically? What?
Any murder mystery? Any
murder mystery? I don't know. I think it's easy to solve.
I have reviewed the footage, and we have found the culprit.
Ah, who now?
It was me. I did it.
Nobody's surprised.
No. Don't act like I'm the bad guy here.
All right, let's see how Becky justifies this.
Don't you act like I'm the bad guy. Don't you feign outrage. That woman has attacked me nonstop since 2019. And not one time did she ever apologize to me. But we're all supposed to forget about that, much like Bayley seems to forget what this business is. While she's out here going, oh, everybody, please like me. While she's wearing everybody else's shirts. And she's dancing to everybody's music. And she's going, why haven't I a bigger star?
Aww.
But she got to see what a bigger star looks like when I walk down the ramp at WrestleMania.
Oh, wow. Shots fired, man. That's so
and
mean.
that brings me to Lyra.
Oh, what does she got to say about poor bird lady?
Goes, the enemy of my enemy is my friend, but the reverse also works because the friend of my enemy is my enemy. Now, Lyra wouldn't be in this business if it wasn't for me. I had high hopes for Lyra. I said that she was going to be the future, but while I was out, she was cozying up to the woman who I've been fighting for the last 6 years.
I don't know that she was cozying up to her, though.
Even that, I still tried to save her, tried to get her to ditch that bitch. She never would have won them tag titles with Bailey, but it was too late. She was already compromised. She's already a loser.
Bro, they were just thrown together.
I showed Bailey.
They didn't even get chummy. Is it just me or like what? Like Becky's making it seem like they were the bestest freaking friends. They were just thrown together in this match.
You had high hopes for me.
Yes.
Do you know how many women in that locker room warned me about you?
Oh, I bet they did. I bet they did.
Bailey was one of the first, actually.
Of course she was, yeah.
She told me that you would step on anybody's throat if it meant getting ahead. And I didn't buy it. I didn't buy any of it. I didn't buy any of it because I was so caught up in this stupid fairy tale dream about winning Irish Tag Team Championships at WrestleMania.
Don't meet your heroes,
I
Lyra.
didn't buy any of it because of the hopes that I had for you. And I don't know how it took me manhandle slam after manhandle slam after manhandle slam, but I finally see it now. I know exactly what you are.
What is she?
The illusion of Becky Lynch is dead. And I'm about to make you pay for what you did to me and Bailey. Where are you going, Becky? Really? You're gonna run away? Come on, Kansas City wants to see a fight, right?
Wow, Becky running away.
What's the matter? Are you thinking about the last time we went one-on-one?
Ah, she beat her.
You and took your NXT championship?
Yeah, she did.
No. From now on, the man only fights when it matters, and it does not matter in Kansas City.
I should have seen that coming. I'm sorry, Kansas. The man is too good for Kansas City. Fine then. Backlash.
Oh, okay.
You're only gonna do it if I put this title on the line. You got it.
All right, you're on.
Oh.
I'm gonna make that matter like I made you matter. Welcome to the big time.
How about shut the hell up, Becky, because you never made me matter. I made me matter because I am no longer interested in being the next Becky Lynch. I am Lyra Valkyria, and I am going to be a better person than you. And I already know I'm a better wrestler than you.
Oh, I wasn't expecting that line. Damn.
You would never dream if it wasn't for me. Everything that I've done, the roadmap that I've made for you.
Oh, and Lyra Valkyria. What about Becky Pay?
He
And here
just
comes
kicked her
Lyra.
in the face.
Lyra's hurt enough. She had her dream shattered by Becky Lynch last week. The most emotional
this is what we
that
needed
I've
from
seen
Lyra.
Valkyria in her career. The most fired up this woman's been. Becky Lynch pushed her to this point. And Becky going to retreat.
And she's doing all this, and her
And
belt
Adam
hasn't
Pearce
fallen
is
off
off
of her
tonight.
once.
But I hope our general
That's
manager
a
is
champ
watching
right
and makes
there.
this match official
That's
for
a
Backlash.
champ.
Because Becky has turned into a bitter and a jealous.
Whoa, where was Michael Cole going with that? He was like a bitter and a jealous. And he like stopped himself. I was like, yo, what are you going to say next? What are you going to say next?
I'm here to be better than you, Becky. Welcome to the big leagues tonight, champ. Lyra Valkyria sending a massive message to the man.
Yeah, this was definitely the most fire we've gotten from Lyra, and this is exactly what I wanted to see. This is exactly why we needed this. Lyra getting an opportunity to talk, to show some emotion.
Becky Lynch scrambles.
That line where she said she already knows she's a better wrestler than Becky Lynch. I thought that was great.
Kansas City.
So yeah, I gotta say this was a win tonight for Lyra until she just got attacked from behind.
Just like last week.
That's the veteran sneaking out the side door, coming through the back door there.
Yeah, well, if this match is made official for Backlash a week from Saturday, there's gonna be no sneak attacks.
I liked this today. I really, really liked this.
Hey, listen, I need you to calm down, okay? Tranquilo, all right? Now listen, I understand what the Judgment Day did to you last week. I understand you want payback. So tonight, I'm not going to fine you, but I can't let that happen again. You know what I mean?
Okay, thank you.
Okay. Now, good news.
What?
I just made a match next week between you and JD McDonough.
Good. I've been ready.
All right.
Thank you. Woo.
All right, Penta versus JD McDonough.
I was just walking
there's
Ivy down
Grande
for her match, but I couldn't
Americano.
resist the opportunity to talk to another luchador on his descent.
I love Ivy's gear, by the
Like, it was
way.
pretty sweet pulling out a cheap victory against me on our Netflix debut, but look at you now, dropping the big one at WrestleMania. Nothing to say? What is it, zero miedo? Zero comebacks, you clown. Hey, Penta, you losing wasn't my favorite part of WrestleMania. It was watching your useless brother Phoenix drop.
I knew he was going to say that.
To El Grande.
Come on, Penta. Chinga su madre.
Oh,
Yep.
This is for my brother, pendejo.
Ándale.
Lucha, bro. Huh? And you know what? Porque yo soy Penta. El cero.
Pendejo.
Woo!
Ivy better stop worrying about chat because she's
Sorry,
got
I
her
get
hands full
excited
coming
with
up
the
next to
Spanish
match.
cursing.
Presented by Total Wireless.
There's
NXT
Stephanie and
Women's
Lyra
Champion
are
She's
next.
spectacular, and she's in Action X against the Pitbull from American Made, live on Netflix.
All right, 1 second, guys. I need to start a different recording here. For those of you who don't follow me on Instagram, if you haven't already, head on over to Instagram @ Denise Salcedo. We got Chris who cuts clips for me on Mondays and is hard at work right now getting reaction videos and whatnot up on my behalf. So if you guys head on over to Instagram, make sure you guys click that follow button. Click some likes on some of those videos, share, comment, whatever you guys want. Really helps me out a whole lot. Also on Facebook as well. Let me see, where are we at? We got David Primero here who says, oh wait, did I read this one? Did I read this? I'll read it again. David Primero says, no matter how they turn Becky, she is still getting cheered. Poor Lyra, she might end up getting booed, like how Charlotte was when Becky turned on her. I think I read that one, didn't I? Sorry, David, I'm having a brain glitch right now. So much happened right now. My brain is glitching. We got JJ here who says, love your WrestleMania vlogs. I asked Yuri if a hot dog is a sandwich. Unfortunately, it agrees with Reg. I agree too, but I've also been to Kansas City for Royal Rumble 2022. JJ, thank you so much for watching the WrestleMania vlog. And I do not think a hot dog is a sandwich. I think a hot dog is a hot dog in its own special, beautiful little category. Thank you, JJ, for the love. Oh, thank you. I did read the super chat. Okay,
Luckily,
great.
there is one
Woo, just
shining
making
star
sure.
that's being allowed to shine bright, an up-and-comer, my new favorite wrestler, El Grande.
I love Ivy's gear today, by the way. Those colors, I don't feel like you often see those colors in gear. Like just the different shades of gray.
It's about Ivy Nile and the challenge she laid down to Stephanie Vaquer. Tonight, Ivy's gonna prove not only that is she only our personal Lady Liberty, but she is gonna be the new face of the WWE Women's Division going forward. Thank you!
It's
thank
Vaquer,
you.
and you think that Chad Gable, since he doubles as El Grande Americano, should probably learn Spanish.
He does not. no Spanish because he's
We got
not
Day here
a
who says, did you see
luchador.
the vignette
He
of
is Chad
NWO Hogan,
Gable,
Eric
an
Bischoff?
American Olympian
I did not
from
see
American
that.
made.
I'm
El
not
Grande
sure what
Americano
you're
is the
referring
luchador that you were
to.
referring to. These
No,
are
I did
two
not
different
see that.
people. Two different people.
Thank you, Day.
That's Chad Gable.
Eight of us together.
El
What's
Grande
up? Welcome to the
Americano
channel.
is
Says
a luchador.
we are watching an
That
ad
is
here in this
Chad Gable,
podcast.
who is not a
Right now
luchador.
the broadcast will be back in 17 seconds.
Same places on their
Everybody's
body.
got a lot of
AJ here says Ivy's a good wrestler. Her and Stephanie are going to put on a good match, in my opinion. Yeah, I hope so. I really hope so.
I do
Might be
not.
one of
That was a big
Ivy's
deal
best
this
matches,
week.
depending on how it goes.
Chad Gable does not speak Spanish.
Let's see what else we got here.
Next.
Melissa Cabello says, Denise, you should make a Reg work on Saturday night. He can party another night. Reg is all talk, guys. He's always like, I watch Collision every week. And then doesn't ever like to show up to cover it. So, like, lies, guys. He puts me on the spot. It's all lies. It's all a facade. What up there? What's up, Godfather Dom, a.k.a. Dominic Williams? Thank you so much for tuning in. All right, let's see what else we got in here. Who haven't I said hello to? We got J0 in here. Anybody I missed? Harold Robinson. What's up, Harold? He says Eric and Hogan have a new podcast coming up. Oh, I did see that. I saw the headline, but I didn't see the vignette though, but I did see the headline.
At wishmaker.org.
Thank you, Anayolo Mini, who says, Denise, that vlog you did was amazing. Thank you so much, man.
Once upon a time, I had it all.
We got a Miro promo.
gold,
Sorry, Rusev promo.
The fame, the tank of
Look how
WrestleMania.
different he looks. He looks like a totally different human
Then I
now.
lost myself. I left the WWE, and on my way home to Bulgaria, I fell into the abyss.
What?
In that abyss is where I found myself, healed myself, redeemed myself, and fixed myself.
The
In that
Abyss,
hell,
more
I
like
realized I will no
AEW.
longer fight for
I didn't know
woman that isn't
AEW was
mine,
on the way to Bulgaria.
or flag that never was. Had an epiphany. I was finally free to crush people, not because I was told to, but because I wanted to. So now I will use my hands and jack body for good. I will hunt the flawed, the arrogant, those who waste their talents like I did. And through pain, I will perfect them all for good. So my brothers, your lack of suffering ends now. I am the tempest rolling in. I will hunt you, forgive you, and fix you like I fixed myself. But choose your next steps wisely, because for a righteous man, saving you will be no hardship. Ending you will be no loss.
Hope the Raw locker room's paying
All
attention.
right, guys.
Meanwhile, a very focused Ivy Nile. Big matchup for the Pit Bull of American Made tonight.
All right, I'm pretty excited to see this matchup. Nice reaction for Stephanie. Good reaction. I want WWE to start selling the, and I don't know if they do already, but the little Stephanie horns, little horns. I need them to start selling those so that I can buy a pair, okay? All right, I want to walk out feeling like I'm badass like Stephanie. I want to do the little makeup like her. That would be fun. Yeah, I need them to sell the horns, though. I'm sure you could probably make them, but they wouldn't look nowhere near as good. I would probably botch them. I'm not very good at DIY, so I would prefer to buy them than make them myself. Chrissy says, I can see Denise wearing the horns for Halloween. I know! Although the gear would be kind of hard to piece together. You guys know I love to go all out for Halloween, but the gear would be a little bit too hard for me to put together. It would be like totally different. It would be inspired by Stephanie, but probably not exactly like
Stephanie. Of the women's division claims that Ivy is going to
Andy Nerschel says Rusev basically did his Collision promo.
All of a sudden these women are showing up, getting all these
Day here says, I wish they would have kept
Someone like
Stephanie
Ivy
2
Niles
bouts
been left in the
longer.
dust, so
They
great
couldn't,
opportunity
though.
for
They got
Ivy
so
to
many
prove
women on the
herself
roster,
tonight.
you know?
Absolutely. Any
They
match
needed
on Monday Night Raw is
she's
a
good
great
with the one
opportunity to
bout, for
prove
sure.
yourself. Whether
Thank
you're
you,
the NXT
Day.
champion or if you're an American maiden, you haven't had a lot of opportunity.
Dark Queen 19 says you can
The
find
women
the
on the Raw
horns at a
roster
local Ren fair.
Are the best
I don't know
in
what
the
that
world.
is, but
We saw
oh,
Julia,
Renaissance
Roxanne Perez
Fair.
from NXT
Oh,
earlier
I don't even
tonight.
know if we
Roxanne with a
have
great
those
match
here. I'm sure we
against
do. I just
Rhea Ripley.
not
So
in
Niles
tune
and
with that
McCare
scene.
square off. First time ever. Ivy Niles
Infamous DJ one says, I think your Undertaker's top notch. Gracias.
Now on McCare.
Nice double leg tackle there by Ivy Nile.
Yeah, both of these women mat-based technicians.
All right, let's
Ivy
see what we
Niles,
get
the,
here.
MMA background, trained in CrossFit and Jiu-Jitsu as well.
Also trained by Chad Gable,
ooh.
Olympic wrestler.
Kick out.
The way she turned her around, I was like, damn.
McCare with a standing switch. Now looks to control Ivy Nile.
Oh,
And look at this cover now.
nice.
Niles got a kick out
Beautiful.
at two.
So clever. McCare.
Makes it look so easy.
Successfully
Like, here I
defended
am
the
getting
title
into a
of
back bridge.
WrestleMania
Girl, I
weekend
can't
and
even
NXT
get off from my
standard delivery.
bed
Also this past
without
Tuesday
twisting
night
anything.
on NXT, beating Roxanne Perez. In a
By the
great
way,
matchup.
I'm not sure how many of you guys follow Stephanie on
Great to hear
TikTok,
Booker T on that call.
but I opened my
Always is.
TikTok app today, and you know how when you open it, just like
Shout
random
out to the
videos pop
NXT
up?
crew and to NXT
And a
as
video of
whole.
Stephanie
Great
popped up, and I was like,
superstar.
holy shit. At first, I didn't recognize her. I was like, who is this beautiful woman? And then, like, it took me a second to, like, look, and I was like, oh shit, it's Stephanie. And she just, oh, she just looks so marvelous.
And Ivy sends McCarron.
Great
Line.
lineup.
This is wild.
Smooth throw into the ropes.
Now stepping into McCare, wrapping her up. Again, another unique cover and a kick out by Ivy Nile. You know, pound for pound, Pat, Ivy Nile may be one of the strongest women on
Good
the roster.
start.
Sure,
Very
and then
kind of
Stephanie
different
McCare
of
is
a
able to
match than you
manipulate the
normally
body
see
and momentum.
on Raw.
Suplex by
So
McCare.
Something
I'm
like we've
digging the
never seen
difference in
before.
this
She jumped
matchup.
for Hurricane Rana, and then she ended up with an inside cradle. Just phenomenal work by McCare.
And here comes Stephanie McCare. Where's Booker T when you need
I
him?
believe this is a
Nope. Ivy was prepared.
Ivy
He
Nile
said, not
able
today,
to counter.
sister.
Great counter by Ivy.
Booker T was looking for a smooch.
And now Ivy continues to punish
Booker T at
Stephanie
home right now
McCare.
going,
She was able to get the legs locked like she thought she was. Stephanie McCare rolls through.
Yeah, flows through, and now she's going to get her way.
Here we go.
That's
Here
a
we
double
go.
kiss. Eat some, Matt. Ivy now. 6 smooches from Stephanie McCare and the Devil's Kiss in Kansas City.
And Chad is not happy.
That was funny. He's like not trying to look impressed. You know, he was impressed.
Chad, give her some instructions
Chad,
here.
she had her face.
Oh, look out. Stephanie was coming out to get Ivy, and Ivy, great move as she drove McCare into the apron. Now,
Ooh,
face first into
Jesus.
the post. And now the aggressiveness coming out of Ivy Nile tonight.
I'll tell you, I didn't expect Ivy now to be able to recover from that Devil's Kiss. as
Infamous
quickly.
Raider Loca, what's
Chad Gable
up?
did not have her prepared for that.
I think Chad Gable's
You
more
know me,
interested
I'm
in
never
his,
wearing my
El
glasses.
Grande Americano persona than
I don't
he
even
is
know where my
anything else.
glasses are at.
Once again, it's just merch that he's wearing. He's not actually El Grande Americano.
Stephanie whipped into the corner.
Andy
by
Nurse
Ivy
says you
Nile,
can't say
taking
pound for
control.
pound during a women's match. They never announced their
Ivy looking
weight.
for her big break here
Oh,
in
man.
WWE, and
That's
she can
funny.
knock off the NXT Women's Champion tonight. That'll go a long way. And again, this is a trait that she has.
AB Johnson says Lana got a Legends contract now. That's funny. Yeah, but that was interesting. I don't see her as a legend just yet, you know, because usually Legends are a little bit older and she's so young. So I wasn't expecting her to be on a Legends contract only because, again, I was expecting like older Legends.
Oh, look at the power now of Ivy Nile. Hesitation, vertical suplex here.
Cyclops is better than Wolverine, predicts another Julia Roxanne interference. No, I think Stephanie could more than. I think she needs to get that win over Ivy Nile. Like, there's no reason to try to not have her have a clean win there.
Strong.
So I feel like she should definitely get that win over her.
You name it. It's the opportunities haven't necessarily.
Kickface
come
says,
our
I
way
hate
for her to
these
take advantage of,
ads.
and here's one tonight.
Guys, if you don't want ads, get yourself a VPN. Get on Netflix. And you won't be getting the ads.
Possibly submission hold here. Couple of well-placed
At least that's how I
elbows
think
to the
it
ribs
works.
of McCare, and she's in the middle of the
I'm
ring
not
in
sure,
trouble.
okay? That's what works for me, so I just run with it.
Yeah, the tenacious and relentless Ivy Nile. We're going to tap McCare here.
As Kansas City's trying to rally behind Steph.
Melissa Cabello says, Denise, have you ever tried contacts? I'm not that blind, Melissa.
I'm
not that blind.
Grab no, she's going to counter on her own. Great counter by Stephanie McCare.
How's her knee able to bend that way?
Oh, by the way, we got a super chat here. Thank you so much, Jet Blacksuit. It says, what do you think needs to happen for El Grande Americano story to have a satisfying ending? I have 0% faith in WWE to end the storyline in a way that doesn't turn my stomach. I think the only satisfying thing is to have somebody like Rey Phoenix or Rey Mysterio or Penta, Luchador, to go and unmask Chad Gable. That's the only satisfying ending, in my opinion. I can't really think of anything now, so I would just say that, to be honest. Thank you, Jet Blacksuit, for the super chat. I appreciate you. We got Day here who says, Stephanie's single, so gotta go for it, Reg. Gotta go for it before Reg. Reg doesn't have the guts. Reg has no guts. Reg is all talk, no action. After he chickened out from asking out Shane, from even saying hello. He couldn't even say hello to Shayna Wayne. She was in a meet and greet, and he couldn't even say hello to her.
Think about
Reg is all talk.
So confident, so in
Thanks, Day.
No wasted motion. Oh, into the corner with a Meteora.
Very chill.
Doesn't let anything get to her. Hooks the leg, and Chad Gable now. Referee Eddie Arango didn't see it. Big Mets fan. We want to get today.
He keeps staring at Chad Gable. I'm wondering if, like, oh shit.
You're about to get a devil's kiss, Chad.
I kind of wanted Stephanie to like mess with Chad Gable.
Chad Gable has saved this match multiple times for Ivy
Look,
now.
Verbu says Stephanie is single. Where do I apply?
How proud he is of himself. I guess you can't hate it. He's out here, and Ivy now is taking advantage.
A big kick in the corner, but Kerr's in trouble now. And Nival looking for a big win tonight. There's the German suplex. Cover. Kick out by Stephanie.
It was 275, 28, maybe even 29 there. Ivy now had a win. Stephanie Vaquer, desperation kick out.
Ivy now.
I like how Chad's trying to throw out all these like encouraging things to Ivy.
Strategy here.
Yeah, and it took a little too much time to allow the NXT Women's Champion to count.
She had Stephanie Vaquer down. When you get a champion like Vaquer down, you got to hop on top of that.
Ivy trying to block. A lot of fight in the pit bull. Vaquer with a headbutt, and more and more. The feisty Stephanie Vaquer.
Love that she's just willing to do a headbutt up on the top rope.
And a suplex.
Superplex to Ivy.
I think they said solid match so far. Probably one of Ivy's best, to be honest.
There again,
one of Ivy's best matchups so far.
Of Nile.
Superplex here by Vaquer.
This almost feels like one of her longest matches, too. I don't ever think I've seen Ivy wrestle for this long.
Able to kick out.
Oh, God, this is awesome chance.
Stephanie Vaquer, what a talent. Ivy Nile, one of the great up-and-comers in the women's division. Fighting it out here in Kansas City. Vaquer with a kick to the midsection. That stops Nile. And now Stephanie Vaquer looking to put it away. Trying for her finishing move, the SVB, but able to counter by Nile. Oh! Ivy Nile for the win over the champ. Almost 2.5. Ooh, that was close.
Both these women have had dubs tonight. Who's going to be able to finish it?
What a performance by Nile here.
What a performance by Vaquer here.
Nobody home. Ivy Nile
but this has been a good match for Ivy, though.
Looking to pounce. She noticed the injured leg. Ivy Nile trying to protect herself. Kick to the face. Watch this. This is nasty. That dragon screw. Trying to rip the knee out. And that'll set her up. Vaquer hooking Ivy Nile. SVB.
Yeah, I think that's it for Ivy. Although, good performance. That was honestly one of her best matches, one of her longest matches that I've seen from Ivy. So she did really good in there with Stephanie, honestly. So Yeah, and Stephanie just gave her one of her best matches, and Stephanie got herself a nice, pretty solid win over on Monday Night Raw. All wins across the board here
champion.
for everybody involved.
At NXT and also Monday Night Raw the last couple of weeks. But what a performance by Ivy Nile tonight. You can't take anything away from Ivy Nile in this.
We got
matchup.
KJ here who says, what a great match. I enjoyed that match for reals. Grace P says, I love that move. Miss WWE Girl says, what a great match. Jay Moscow says, oh, yes, man. Got 8 of us together says, good match. Addie says, nice match. Bill W from New York says, that was a great match for Ivy. Let's see. Big Face says Stephanie needs to move to Raw already. Again, they have so many women on NXT that if she did go to Raw, like, it would be fine. Melissa Cabello says, will Raw go 3 hours or 2.5? I'm thinking it'll be back to 2.5 today because, you know, last week was Raw after Mania, so they went a little extra. We got John Rivera here who says Steph will start working through the bottom tier of the women's division on the main roster, possibly. All right, let's see what's going on here with AJ and Nick.
Knows how to make a comeback. It's a phenomenal one, and that's why you are who you are. So if you want to get back on the horse and bounce back, I think we've got a long list of potential opponents for you.
Oh, yeah. I've got some ideas.
Oh, I'm so sorry to tank the ratings on Raw, but I'm going to be needing some time off because I'm going to be filming a big Hollywood movie.
Yes, I'm aware. Congratulations.
Oh, yeah, I think she is.
And as far as I'm aware, all the paperwork looks good. So, yes.
Thank you.
I need some time off, too.
Yeah, him too.
You?
Yeah, me.
Why is that?
He just became champ.
Because I'm the champion. I can do what I want.
Oh. No, you should listen to your old man more. When you're the champion, workload doubles. You have to show up more often, Dom. So, request denied.
Wow.
If you don't mind, I'm in the middle of a conversation. Yeah.
What are you going to talk to AJ about? Finding a retirement home?
Are they going to do Dom and AJ tonight?
That's funny.
They might.
No, I didn't break a hip. In fact, I'm thinking about breaking something else.
Do you know what? Do you know what? We don't need this, AJ. We don't need this. Study Dom, let's go. You're so much better than AJ. Let's go.
Good advice.
You know what, Nick? You talk about opportunities. I think I just got an idea.
I think I know what you mean.
I think we all know what you mean. Oh, there's Sami pondering.
You've got a really big decision to make tonight.
Cross and him have the same hair today.
You make the correct
They look like twins.
one.
Sami, what you gonna do? What you gonna do? What you gonna do when they come for you? All right, let's see what's next.
Had again a big decision tonight for Sami Zayn. Which way do you think he goes?
If I'm him, I'm heading to SmackDown to get an opportunity at the title. But
Yeah, I kind of agree with that.
obviously walks to the beat of his own.
Yeah,
drum.
he's thick-headed. But nonetheless, let's take you back to what happened a little bit earlier tonight.
There's nothing wrong with being thick-headed.
And the Intercontinental Champion Lyra Valkyria. After Becky stabbed Lyra in the back last week in the attack, Lyra Valkyria had enough. This is as emotional as I've ever seen her.
Yeah, Lyra snapped here at Becky Lynch. I think she was disappointed in Becky Lynch. She was a mentor, an idol, a hero of hers. And then when Becky turns her back and attacks her from the blind side, it got to the point where Lyra said, "You are no longer anything special in my eyes."
What's up to Glenn Aranda? Thank you so much for tuning into the chat.
Again, if you're Lyra
My
Valkyria,
sound did not go out,
turn
Louis.
your back.
That's
Becky Lynch,
Netflix.
the man, was
After
there for
every
yet another
single
attack. And we have breaking news
after
now. This
every
coming from,
single
General
segment,
Manager Adam Pearson.
when it
Again,
goes to
not
commercial,
here
it goes
tonight,
black and it has
communicating
no
to us
sound, and then
via
it comes
text
back
a
and
few
takes
moments ago.
several
This match has been made official for Backlash.
Okay, so Lyra Valkyria is official for she's putting up the Intercontinental Championship against Becky Lynch at Backlash. We got Mike Parker here who says no ceiling for Stephanie. She's on the Tiffany Stratton path to superstardom even faster. I mean, Tiffany's gotten up there really damn fast. So yeah, don't want to take anything away from Tiffany because she's been killing it. But yes, I do agree with you. He is on that fast track, Mike. Thank you, Mike.
Week after week, Adam
Another
Pearce
Ludwig
seems
promo
to
on
favor
these.
Other people
He gets the
over
most
his
promo time
fastest
during these
rising
breaks.
superstar. He seems to favor other people over me, over Ludwig Kaiser. I gotta tell you, Kathy, I gotta tell all of you, I am sick and tired of that. I am sick and tired of the disrespect because apparently Ludwig Kaiser is underappreciated here. Apparently, Ludwig Kaiser is being overlooked. Apparently, Adam Pearce does not know what kind of a talent he has on his hands here. Because look at me!
What's up with the shades? Is that his new thing?
Ludwig Kaiser is the greatest German expert since Mercedes-Benz, and everybody here knows it.
Since Mercedes-Benz.
Thank you so much, Ludwig. We have to get back to the action.
I'm telling you, every week we get a Ludwig Kaiser promo on these.
Experience the non-stop excitement at Money
We got
in the Bank
David
with
Primero who
location.
says, when Sami
The
says
official
no, he
fan
gets attacked by the third
hospitality
member.
partner
I think
of
you're on
WWE.
point with that,
Unrivaled
David.
access, unmatched
I
service,
think
and
that's
unforgettable
exactly what's going to
experiences. Find your
happen.
package at
Thank you so much for throwing this out, but I can
Money
totally
in the
see this
Bank
happening. I don't know who the third member will be, but I can see that being like their introduction. Like, let's take out this punk, you know? Because the offer is a little too good to be true. Like, hey, you get a championship match against John Cena or Randy? That's massive,
Snickers.
man.
So damn good.
Thank you, David.
Well, ladies and
We
gentlemen,
got
I
Davey
would
here
like to
that got my
apologize
balls
briefly
carrying
tonight.
cross blonde
My man
scarlet
got
shirt.
me and Pat in a little bit of trouble last week.
Blonde scarlet
I
balls
dragged you into the
carrying
situation
cross.
with Gunther. However,
That's actually
I
really
believe
great,
28
Day. Thank you
years
for the
sitting behind
joke.
this desk,
Balls
I
carrying
earned
cross, blonde
the
scarlet.
opportunity to
I like
give
that.
opinions. Sometimes I may get a bit carried away, but that's because of my emotion and my
Kickbase
love
says the
for
steps,
what we
do you
do
need a
out here
third
tonight.
member? Yes.
I want to take you
feel
back
like
to
they
this
do. Needs to
unfortunate
feel,
incident
I think it
last
would feel
Monday
a
Night
lot
Raw,
more
and
complete.
Pat and I are just gonna watch this along with you.
Oh my gosh, we have to see this again. Oh, they played it like 1,000 times last week and it lasted like 40 minutes. I don't think I need to see this all over again. I've seen it. I've seen it. I've seen it, damn it. We got here Luzmoji predicts Becky Lynch is going to win this title unless Bayley gets involved. I mean, if Lyra defeats her, that's going to be
our
2
general
times in a
manager, Adam
row.
Pearce, has suspended Gunther indefinitely and has fined him an undisclosed amount
Kickface
of money.
says Denise is done with the attack. I
It's
am.
time for me to address this itch.
We've seen it so many times. Let's get with the program. What's next? All right, let's see what Pat's going to say.
It is my honor to get a chance to chat in the city of the home of the... This place is glorious, and it's the right place for me to deliver this message. I think there's a lot of people that have forgotten who the hell I am. I've had such a successful career on a microphone, I think I have even forgotten who the hell
Oh, we're
I
so
am.
getting Gunther and
This
Pat
past
McAfee.
week
And
has
he's
made
going to
me
get
look in the mirror
chopped.
and realize some things. That I'm still that dog that was born in the East Hills of Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, to a truck driver that was trying to go paycheck to paycheck to paycheck. I am a man that was not handed a lot in this life. I am a man that is lucky to be blessed with great friends. I am a man that went from being an irrelevant bum to a human that is known in basically every city in this country. I don't have more talent than anybody. I'm definitely not better looking than most folks. But I happen to have a few things that I hope people will remember me by whenever my time has come to pass. When I die and I'm 6 feet in the dirt, I hope they say that guy was an incredibly hard worker. He worked his ass off.
Gotta give him
not
that.
only for
Yup.
himself, but for his friends, for his family, for his
Pat
community.
McAfee has like a zillion jobs. Like, respect, bro. I agree with that.
I hope they
He
say
is
he
doing
was
a lot.
an empathetic man. Whenever he received a lot, he gave back a lot. He gave millions of dollars to his community, in children's hospitals across the country, in military foundations, in homeless shelters, in LGBTQ communities.
Dang, Pat McAfee out here with an ultimate babyface promo.
Underprivileged communities and societies. I hope they say when I die that I gave back and left the world better than whenever I came into it. And last but not least, when I'm dead and gone, they will say
that I was a loyal mother.
Hey, I really like this Pat McAfee promo. I'm on board. I'm rooting for you, Pat. Get your revenge against Gunther. All right, Pat, but I still want to see you get chopped, though.
You must ride for those that ride for you. If one go, all go. You're either with me or against me. And there's one man that has been with me since the day I met him. And he just so happens to be the greatest of all time, Michael Cole.
With the thank you, Michael Cole sign in the back. Cool sign, good timing, good seats. Oh, look at a Michael Cole chant. You don't hear those very often, so I'm sure he's
to Michael
happy.
Cole. I will be loyal till I'm in the soil. And if somebody wants something with him, they got something with me. So last week, when that Austrian asshole put his hands on the goat, I had no other option but to protect my boy. It was deep in my soul. It was deep in my blood. After it happened, obviously, I get attacked from behind. And I see myself choked out all over the internet, all over television. I have my friends and family saying, I don't think you should be doing that to Gunther. He's in his prime. He's the former world heavyweight champion. I said,
all right.
If I die, I die. You got a problem with Cole, you got a problem with me, Gunther. SmackDown's version of Adam Pearce, please come out here.
SmackDown's version of Adam Pearce.
Mr. McAfee, I know Adam Pearce's management style tends to be let chaos reign supreme on Monday nights, but I'm in charge tonight and I do things a little bit differently. Now, you and I know that this is not the time or the place.
I mean, Nick Aldis is a better
but you called me
GM,
out,
so
so here I am. So please keep it professional, Pat.
I know you're just a middle manager, just like Pierce, and Pierce, we miss you. But I know you have the power on this particular evening to make some things happen. I don't like that Adam Pearce suspended Gunther. I don't like that Gunther isn't here. I want you to lift Gunther's ban, and I want to fight Gunther ASAP.
Do it! Do it! Come on!
I had a feeling you might say that, which is why I already discussed this ahead of time with Pierce. As far as lifting the suspension on Gunther so you can get your hands on him whenever you want, the answer is no. You two are far too valuable assets to the company. I can't take that risk. But speaking of value to the company, I have an alternative. We can lift the suspension on Gunther, and you can get your hands on him.
But?
In a sanctioned contest inside a WWE ring. Pat, what I'm proposing is this. Pat McAfee versus the Ring General Gunther.
At Backlash.
One-on-one at Backlash.
Yeah, I'm here for that. I want to see it.
Me and Gunther, one-on-one, St. Louis, Backlash.
That's what I'm saying.
All right, all right. I'm glad that this is where we're going. I think this is exactly what they needed to do. This is going to be fun. This is going to be a fun match. I'm looking forward to that.
Speaking of Backlash, of course, John Cena.
Really am actually looking forward to that.
Michael Cole. Speaking of Backlash, John
That'll
Cena
be fun. I got to give credit to Pat McAfee for having the guts to step into the ring with Gunther, though. Like, legit, I have to give him props for that.
Cena versus Orton. One of the great rivalries in the history of the WWE. We welcome you to the biggest party this summer.
Oh, we're going way back.
John Cena.
I'm actually glad that they're running down the history of John and Randy.
Popular superstars, both traveling their own paths until you get a collision.
These two young men put it all on the line, giving their all. This is what the WWE Championship is all about.
Both of those guys went into that knowing that, man, we're going to create history.
Orton's soul dripping with malice.
It's legit like good versus evil.
He is looking to punt John Cena. Cena will move. Orton, oh yes, it's locked in.
Like I can see just the way his body's moving, and I know what he's going to do.
Oh no! RKO out of nowhere. Cena's gone. Orton got the cover. Oh man! My God, how close was that? But if he hits another RKO, that's going to be it. Hey, wait a minute, Cena. They did it! And the party is over for Randy Orton at SummerSlam.
It's like a great rivalry in sports. Red Sox, Yankees really cemented both guys as the top names of their era.
By the way, we got David Primero here who says, how will you feel if Cena wins Money in the Bank so no one can cash in on him and can ruin wrestling? Maybe cash it in for Intercontinental Champion so he will be Grand Slam champ. That would be hilarious. Like, hey, I'm just going to hold on to the briefcase and no one's going to challenge for me. David, the way your mind works, I would have never thought about that. Thank you for the super chat. We got Stuart Bridgman who says, I hope Gunther buries this clown. Oh my gosh, I can't wait to see Pat take a chop. That's going to be so fun, Stuart. So fun. Let's see what happens here with Sami, who's approaching him. Oh, it's Jey.
My brother from another mother. Just checking on you, man. I know you got some big decisions to make tonight.
Big decisions. Yeah.
Well, look, whatever decision you decide to make, it's going to be best for you. Love you, dog.
But does he really love you back, though?
Sure.
That's what I needed to hear. I gotta go.
It's what he needed to hear. I don't know. Jey doesn't seem that like, I don't know. Look at the way he's looking at him. Seems like he's not that oh, there's Logan.
That's karma, Oos.
Oh, hells no, Jey. You know, you have to get some revenge, bruh. All right, we are on a commercial break. Let me see what's everyone saying.
Earlier tonight was a great match.
You got Sucho here who says, does Pat not remember what he did to Jimmy Uso? I know. He practically killed Jimmy.
Rhea Ripley from behind for the second straight week. Julia and Roxanne Perez forming this alliance.
Things, guys. Like, Gunther ain't nobody to be, doubting. He's scary another effort, man. He's one scary man.
Gave her last week.
For sure.
Ripley's aid.
Thank you, Sucho.
Trying to take out Perez and Julia.
All right, let me see who else we got in here, guys. Who haven't I had the opportunity to shout out, by the way, in the chat? We've been hanging out here in the chat, and you haven't gotten a shout out, please throw the ones up or something. Send in some sort of emoji so I can make sure to shout you out.
I'm here with Women's World
Eduardo
Champion
says Monday Night Ads.
Congratulations again.
Don't worry, I got you. Here's the audio.
So good on your shoulder.
Guy's doing an interview right now with Jackie Redmond.
You're going to NXT tomorrow night, but I have to ask about
she's gonna be on NXT tomorrow?
Earlier. You went out to help Rhea
Is that what she
Ripley.
said?
Why?
Well, Rhea helped me last week, so that's why.
What was that? You know I didn't need your help.
Looks like you did.
Oh, I think you did too, Rhea.
We're even then.
Doesn't appear to be a great
That
alliance.
was a very quick.
But an alliance
So,
of necessity.
I'm curious to see
Rhea
what
and
Io's
Io
going to
the
be
last
doing
couple
on
weeks.
NXT then. We got Mr. Cardinal in the building. What's up, Mr. Cardinal? Thank you so much for tuning into the stream. We got Ben Fossey. What's up, Ben Fossey? We got Tracy WB. AB Johnson says, Jesus,
Seth
send
Rollins
Jey to a
told
local
Sami Zayn
medical
earlier tonight,
facility.
you got to the end of the night.
Thank you, Mr. Cardinal, for.
to make a
I'm so
decision.
glad a lot of people watch the vlog. Thank
You're
you
either
guys
with us
so
or
much,
against
man. You
us.
have no idea how happy
Here's the
it
deal.
makes me when people
You're
actually like
against us.
videos
Take
that I
our
put
free
out.
ticket in our favor. Get out of Raw.
Let's see,
and
we
head
got
to
Sarah
SmackDown.
here who says
Save
Jey
your
better
hide.
win against freaking Logan. No thank you to him winning ever. We saw that US title. Oh, there's no way there's no way Jey Uso's losing to Logan Paul. No way. I would be like so upset. I don't think that would happen. We got
What will
Anayolo Mickey
Sami
here who
Zayn
says, I would love to see
do?
Ilya Dragunov versus Seth Rollins at SummerSlam. Also, do you think when Ilya Dragunov comes back, he will be limited
I
in
know what I
ring?
do.
Hope not, so that he can
I'm
give
going to
Seth one of his
SmackDown.
best matches.
Getting
I
out of
don't
this
know, it's
mess
hard
and
to
getting
say
an
because an
opportunity
ACL
to work
injury is
Cena
always
with
a
the
big
title.
deal. But we've seen a lot of people come back and be able to, be the best version of themselves. And Ilya Dragunov's a beast. So I have the faith in him that he will do what he needs to do physique-wise to be able to still be that kind of wrestler that he was prior to the injury. Thank you, Anayolo Mini. Let's see. What else do we got here? We got Leo Poroy here who says, if I'm Sammy, the first thing I do is put a Nick out to match. Can you really give me the match or is Heyman lying as usual? That is true, right? Let's go in and double check. No, you're right, Leo. August 2nd, and Sunday, August 3rd, go on sale this Friday. We're in that situation. I get you, Leo. Thank you, infamous DJ1. It's very nice of you. Thank you. We got Andrea Price that says, hey, Denise, I'm so happy that Aleister Black is back in WWE. How about you? I'm happy he's back too. I'm excited to see what he does. I kind of don't get too invested until I actually get invested in whatever matches or storylines, the person who returns in. Oh, there. Okay, see guys, I was saying we got to do Rusev and Otis, but that's going to be happening till next Monday.
And also next week,
next Monday.
Looking for some
JD McDonough versus Penta next Monday.
Of Judgment Day. Penta, McDonough, live on Raw.
See what else they announced next Monday.
And yes, Longest Gunther.
Oh, that's about it right now. Thank you, Sven Big. Thank you. We got Rick Justice in here. What's up, Rick Justice?
Yeah, I think I
let's see. We got Moe Best. What's up, Moe? Thank you for tuning into the stream.
General. And next Saturday.
Let's get
Thank you, Jay Free, for checking out the vlog.
We await the decision by Sami Zayn.
All right, let's see. What is Seth going to say? Is this the ending of the show already? What else are we forgetting? Is there anything else they promoted that I'm forgetting? I don't remember.
Well, we are here. It is nearly the end of the night, so Sami Zayn, I'd love for you to come out here and let's talk this out, my friend.
I'm excited to find out who the third member is going to be. I really hope we find out today. And I also hope it's not Sami, so.
Big decision time.
Again, Paul Heyman and Seth Rollins.
It's always one of my favorite things to do.
Sami Zayn, go to SmackDown. Stay out of the way of the, quote, future of the industry. Heyman, Rollins, and Braun Breaker. Seth made it very clear they will not allow anyone to stand in the way of what they want to accomplish.
Complete career-altering decision here for Sami Zayn.
Well,
all right, let's see what we get from this.
Amen, brother.
Sami, before we get to the decision, I know you've had all night to think about it, but I thought about it a lot since earlier. Just hear me out, all right? Just hear me out. You're putting me in a very, very difficult position. You're putting me in a really tough spot. Okay, because we go back a long way, and I for the life of me, I don't want to see anything bad happen to you. Okay? And I get it. I get it. You don't like Braun. You don't like Heyman. But this is me we're talking about here. 20 years of friendship. This is you and me. Last week, I watched you come back to Raw.
Sami doesn't
You
look too
celebrated in the
pleased.
center of this ring with Jey Uso because you guys are friends. And when you came out here tonight, I thought you were going to give me the same respect.
Cyclops is better than what Brain says. Who's the third man, brother? Thank you, Cyclops.
I know you don't agree with it, but me and Braun and Heyman, that is the way forward. I believe with my whole heart that that is the vision for the best future of WWE. And trust me, I wish I had somebody else to believe in, but there is nobody better to lead us into that future than me. And the fact that you don't believe in me, that hurts. Because this business, man, it tears relationships apart. It tears friendships apart. We've both been on either side of those things. And you know, after everything that's been said and been done, how many true friends can you count on one hand that you've made in this business? 1, 2, 3,
Kevin
4,
Owens, who
less
he
than
always
5.
fights with.
But for me, you are one of those true friends.
Aw.
When my baby girl was born, you were one of the first people that I called. You just become a new father yourself. I was scared out of my mind, man. I didn't know what to do. I didn't know where to turn. I came to you and you gave me some of the best advice I've ever gotten in my entire life. I will forever be grateful for that. Now, please allow me to return the favor and give you a piece of advice that could save your life. Take the pass, Sami. Take the way out. Whatever Heyman's got lined up for you, take it, man. Because if you stay on Raw and you don't believe in me, bad things are gonna happen to you. And I love you, man, and I don't want that. I don't want that to happen for you. So take the pass, Sami. Take the pass, man. Take the out. I'm begging you, take the out.
All right, let's see what happens. What is he gonna say?
If I hurt your feelings as a friend, I'm sorry. Everything you're saying is absolutely true. Our friendship transcends this business. Our kids are very close. We're good friends. They play together. We're very good friends. You're right, a real one, a real one. And outside of that ring, that is absolutely true. When it comes to everything that you say inside of this ring, I think you're playing games. And you are good. Seth, you're good, man. You've always been good. I've never been that great at that stuff. You're really good. That's why you're in the position you're in. It's part of it. That's part of it. And you know, because of how close we are, you know exactly what card to play because I have confided in you over the years. I have told you how much the one thing that has eluded me my whole career, how much it nags at me. That one thing that I have eluded me this whole time, a WWE championship, the world championship, and now you're dangling that in front of me.
Yep, just like a carrot.
That's what you're doing. So friend or not friend, for as long as you've known me, Seth, have you ever known me to run away?
Definitely not. It's not Sami.
You talk about hurt feelings. I'm not going to stand here while my friend threatens me. Because make no mistake about it, what you're doing right now is you are threatening me. You are saying that if I don't acquiesce, if I don't submit to your vision, your plans of the future, then I become a target. But guess what? I have been a target 1,000 times before.
Yeah, Sami.
I can live with being a target, but I cannot live being blackmailed, blacklisted, blackballed, extorted, strong-armed. I will not be threatened.
Yes. I love Sami having a backbone like always.
Win a WWE championship. I will become a world champion.
Oh, man, I'd be so happy when he does.
And when I do, it will not be because of any favors from anyone. It will be because I did it my way. I did it the right way.
Man, Sami's always so good at
buddy,
bringing out the emotion.
As a friend, I respect you. I love you. But this is me telling you to go to hell.
Well, F yourself. Steph's face. Like he can't believe it.
Well, Sami Zayn made his choice. Paul Heyman said earlier tonight, you either live in the future or die with the past. Sami Zayn, you're about to look in the eyes.
All right, we got Braun out here in his gear.
Man.
So we're doing Braun and Sami or what? So is that where we're going? What's happening? I'm like, what's happening? I wasn't sure that was going to happen here tonight. But then
he's got to go
out in his
face to
gear.
face with
I now assume he
that man.
is.
Yeah, I think
as soon as CJ was like, Braun in his gear, that's what I'm saying. Oh, I didn't know we were going to do that right now. Let's go.
He had a choice. He had his reason.
Mike says Braun about to break this poor man in half.
That's life,
Aaron says, I don't think Seth knows how friendships work. I don't think he does either. Let's see what else we got here.
This group, the future of the industry.
Arch Blue Chew here says this is where our truth music should hit. Larice Johnson says, no, wrong decision, Sami Zayn. John Wilson says, goodbye, Sami. Oh, man. Sami's about to get
in our way.
feared like crazy.
And I believe Rollins just gave
man.
Breaker
Infamous Raider Local says, just made it early to Sami's funeral. Where's the popcorn?
Breaker, I think this is
how sad. Oh, yeah, I would love to see. Someone says, where'd you go? I saw someone's comment that I wanted to read. He says Bronson Reed would be fire. He would, but I don't know when he's supposed to be back, though. You guys know I love Bronson Reed. He would be fire in the group.
Ron Breaker was in a suit earlier, looked like a hitman. Now he's out here looking like a hit dog. Seth freaking Rollins is demanding something from over here.
All right, let's see what's happening now.
You're gonna let this happen?
I assume this match is happening because there's still so much time till the end of the half hour mark. So I guess so. Seems like they're all trying to make these decisions right now.
I understand it, but Sami, sometimes.
Okay, here we go. They're making the match.
Introducing, accompanied by WWE Hall of Famer, the wise man Paul Heyman, from Atlanta, Georgia, weighing in at 250 pounds, Braun Breaker.
By the way, we got a super chat here from Corey MacArthur. Corey, thank you so much for the love, man. He says, funny thing, Denise, is I have a similar outfit like Seth Rollins. Also, Seth is manipulating Sami in this moment. Raw has gone by quick tonight. Yeah, you need to like show out that outfit that's similar to Seth.
I'll tell you what,
pretty nice. I think if you can rock it, you can rock it. And then yeah, Raw has flown by today. I think that given last week's show being good, I think a lot of people were like really invested in what they were going to do today on today's show, and they had a lot of good things announced in the show today. So I felt like today's show would be good just based off of everything that they had announced earlier on in the day. Thank you so much, Corey. Josh Taylor says, is there any news about Bailey? No, only that Becky Lynch reveals that she's the one who attacked
does not believe in this new vision that Seth Rollins has for the industry.
We all knew. But at least she owned up to it. All right, so here we go. Braun and Sami is undergoing right now.
I would add to a group. If you need some business handled, you need somebody's ass to be kicked or speared in half, there's only one man for the job, and that's Braun Breaker. Seth freaking Rollins has assembled a dream team here.
And you know, listen,
I mean, the dream team is like 2 people.
Braun Breaker joining this group. He's been very successful in his first year here in WWE, a 2-time Intercontinental Champion. Lost in a fatal 4-way, wasn't pinned at WrestleMania. Sami Zayn now fights back in this matchup. But if you're Braun Breaker, Pat, I mean, you sort of can't blow it. Thought he was going to go for the Huluva kick. Instead, went to the gut. And Sami Zayn so on fire now against Breaker. If you're Breaker, why not align with Paul Heyman? I mean, Paul Heyman has made the careers of many men in this industry. Caught by Breaker. Great throw. Think about what Heyman did for Brock Lesnar. Think about what Heyman did for CM Punk. Think about what Heyman did for Roman Reigns. Think about what Heyman is now doing for Seth Rollins. And Braun Breaker, perhaps the next Paul Heyman guy. There's an argument to be made there that Breaker made a good decision.
Yeah, certainly a good business decision if you're Braun Breaker. Now, we don't know what all that's going to call for.
Right, exactly.
Paul Heyman always has, you know, the strings to pull. But whenever Braun walked out here, smoke lighting Paul Heyman over his shoulder.
Gosh, they're just watching him like they're studying him. You already picked him. He's already in the group, bro. No backseas.
At the marquee.
To the face. Hey, Sami made some really good points.
We got AB Jobson here. Says, good TV main event.
Smells a little bit like the bloodline.
What's up to Abteam? Thank you so much for tuning into the stream.
A little power hungry.
Well, Sami Zayn called him bitter and jealous and said he was a Roman Reigns wannabe.
Seth freaking Rollins had a great NFL draft announcement this weekend. And now on Monday night, they're running roughshod on the entire show.
Aww.
Paul Heyman's excited by what he sees from Braun Breaker.
Covered out by Braun and a kick out by Sami.
And I think Paul Heyman and Seth are just getting started here with Braun Breaker. Everything's brand new to them.
Oh, nice. Braun Breaker just turns that into a wicked spine buster.
He's a Steiner, obviously has the ability to ground and pound if you need it. Very comfortable in the ring. Has the explosivity that nobody else has in the WWE. Hits the ropes at 23 miles an hour. Getting super speary in half. And now he's got Seth freaking Rollins and Paul Heyman by his side.
Well, here's the deal, too, is Sami Zayn leapfrogs up over the top. I mean, here's the deal, too, with Breaker. He doesn't have to change anything. He's an unbelievable athlete. Now he just gets some tutelage from Heyman and Rollins as Sami Zayn now, the wily veteran, sends Breaker outside the ring. This territory, I don't believe Sami Zayn wants to be in here. Braun Breaker, especially grabbing the leg of Sami, rips him off the apron. And now Breaker pouncing Sami off the table.
Dribbling him like he's an Indiana.
Damn.
Get the hell out of the way, Pat.
Oh, here comes the Jungle Cat.
Get out of the way.
Pat, you need to learn your lesson this time.
What's about to happen to him?
Damn, Seth didn't even move. He didn't even flinch during that. We got Joe Compton here, DWO member for 5 months, that's showing some love to the dudes and DWO family. Joe, thank you so much for the love. All right, guys. Hold on. I need to turn off my AC really quickly because it is freezing in here.
If Sami Zayn is conscious, you have to wonder, Pat, if he's questioning his decision to not go to SmackDown and get a championship opportunity against either Cena or Orton.
He might have some broken ribs right now. Seth freaking Rollins hasn't even blinked right here as his dog just broad jumps.
Well, that's a good way to put it. It
was so cold. Oh my gosh, I was freezing for like the last 5 minutes. I had my AC on for a little too long, so it got super cold. Someone says my audio is echoing. Is anybody else having issues with my audio, or does my audio sound the same? Nothing different is going down, so I hope that all is good.
Rollins' mind.
Nick Taro sends in a super chat. Says Seth still standing at the table while Braun jumps to the announce table. That's literally what I was thinking too. I'm like, he didn't even flinch whatsoever. when Braun did that. Did not flinch at all. It's kind of scary, right? Pixar, thank you so much for the super chat. Glad you noticed the exact same thing. Everyone's saying it's all good. Okay. For a minute there, but it's all good. Okay.
But Breaker
all right,
now with
making sure.
Release German suplex, dropping Zayn
on his head. It was probably the internet connection, probably for like a split second or something.
Chagrin of Heyman. Cover, Sami.
Because I don't hear an echo at all.
You have to wonder how much Braun Breaker wants to do to Sami Zayn here tonight.
Yeah, I don't hear nothing.
Impress his new crew.
Everything sounds fine on my end.
And also to send a message and a statement to everybody else in WWE.
What's up to Aztec 2000? We also got the artist formerly known as Locky. We also got Blake Smith Music. Brent Headley, what's up, Brent? We got Chris Robinson. We got Nick Blues, Benoit Victor, Brent Hendley.
Uh-oh. Speed of Breaker. The big clothesline.
Trader Local says back and forth, it comes in and out with the echo. That's weird. That's never happened before, so I don't know why. There's no reason for there to be an echo at all.
Well, Breaker's getting frustrated here.
Because an echo only happens when you have two sources of audio coming in, but there's not. It's literally just me and Netflix. So I think it should be okay. But if it comes back, please let me know so that I can try to figure it out in case there's an issue. But yeah, no, everything seems the same like it always is.
Sacrificial lamb as Zayn takes on Breaker tonight in front of over 11,000 in Kansas City on Monday Night Raw. Sami Zayn trying to fight back, stay in this matchup against the heavy, so to speak, for the new Seth Rollins Paul Heyman alliance.
Thank you, Josh. All right, cool. Just making sure all is good. What's up to Al Morris Morian? Thank you so much for tuning in. We also got Sin Stalker. So far, it's been a good Monday. Honestly, got a lot done today. And then by the time I knew it, it was time to get ready to watch Raw. So far, it's been a pretty damn busy day, but a good one. Thank you, Sin Stalker.
You got to think about this new crew. If Braun Breaker was to lose,
Charles Cradle says it's not you. Raw was echoing. Oh, okay. As long as it's not me, because I'm like, I didn't do nothing. I'm innocent.
Paul Heyman's been smiling like the butcher's dog as he looks at Seth freaking Rollins.
Well, Sami's going to be the hero of the locker room if he can pull this one off.
Certainly.
You could really stop the momentum of Rollins and company in its tracks with a win here tonight. Sami might end the group with the exploder. And Breaker fighting back.
Just a friendly reminder, by the way, before we close now with Monday Night Raw, I do have the post show, as always, taking place immediately after. Santi is traveling today, traveling, I think, tomorrow. So today or tomorrow, so he will not be on the post show today. However, Wheezy Blonde will be filling in for Santi on today's Raw post show. So if you guys want to stick around for that, it should be a good time, and I hope you guys will.
The dog is
That's happening immediately after the Raw watch along.
Would this be for Heyman if his hand-picked new Paul Heyman guy got beat by Sami Zayn tonight?
Let's not leave out the embarrassment that Seth freaking Rollins would have to feel as well.
Yeah, I'm wondering if the third guy or whoever comes in and maybe cost Sami the match, maybe? I don't know.
Breaker, though, gonna meet him there.
Either that or I almost feel like Braun Breaker should, because Braun Breaker needs to assert his dominance in the group, and I think he can do so by getting a big win over Sami Zayn in the main event.
Impressive this athlete is, and one of the reasons Heyman tapped him.
We got Joe Compton. What's up, Joe? He says, I have already seen a ton of complaints about Pat McAfee versus Gunther. The IWC needs to realize it can always be worse. Cole could go don that orange singlet again. We definitely do not need to see that again whatsoever. I'm interested in Pat McAfee versus Gunther because I know it'll be entertaining. So I'm not down in the dumps about it at all. And I think the writing was on the wall the second he attacked. So I felt like people should have had at least a week to expect Gunther versus Pat McAfee. Thank you so much, Joe Compton, for the super chat.
And Rollins coalition.
And there it is. The spear on Sami.
Big sigh of relief from the wise man.
Man, that spear is just like...
We'll do it. And again, just an emotionless...
Closes things out.
Seth Rollins looking on.
Oh, what was that? That little nod for him to like...
For Breaker to put away
that little nod Seth did?
Zayn defenseless at this point.
And another spear. Wow.
By Breaker. I've called him an unpredictable badass for his entire career. That is one of the reasons why.
I'm getting like Messiah Seth Rollins vibes during this tonight, by the way.
It have to be this way.
Is everybody else getting
Take
Messiah
me out.
Seth Rollins
There's
vibes?
still time. Take the deal. Take the deal Heyman's got set up for you. You can still get out.
Bro, he's already taken 2 spears. How much worse can it get?
Go to hell.
An ever defiant Sami Zayn. Telling Rollins he will not take the deal. And more punishment is
Sami,
coming.
move.
Jey wants to be a martyr.
Oh, no. That's 3.
And
3
instead,
spears for
He's
Sami.
super speared for the 3rd time in Kansas City.
And Seth gave him an opportunity. And again, our senior official, Chad Patton, is checking on Sami Zayn after the 3 spears. He's calling for the EMT. I don't
He's
believe this
dead.
match is gonna
He
continue.
killed Sami.
And Sami may have broken ribs. He's
clearly what it
actually
feels like right
red
now.
pack right here in front of us.
Oh, Braun's not done. You think Braun's done? Braun ain't done. He's about to continue this attack. Oh, he gave him the finish him sign.
Rollins, a glance and a word to Breaker. Oh my God, Pat.
I think we know.
Oh,
my
no,
God.
no,
Guys,
no.
look out! Look out! Sami, look out! Oh my God!
Hey! 4 spears
Stop this
for
maniac.
Sami.
Enough's enough. It's a 4th spear.
Jesus
Paul,
Christ,
off.
bro.
Pull him off. The
Speed
man's
right now,
practically
having
can't
PTSD.
move. Get out of his way.
I just know Speed is
Seth, do
crying right
something.
now watching what happened to Sami.
Seth's the one
He
who told him
lived
to
it.
do that.
And he
But
only
can't
lived
even
one.
breathe.
Come on, Paul.
And the ref called it off.
Bro, ref barely rang the bell after all of that.
In the ring now, like Jamie Noble, when he backed off by Breaker. I mean, hey, listen, hey,
Y'all aren't careful. You could spear your asses too. Take out the ref, Jamie Noble, everybody.
well,
Oh, you sickos!
Rollins calling
The
Breaker
crowd
off.
is chanting one more time. Sami's taken 4 spears and the crowd is chanting one more time. Sickos. Sickos, I tell you. What happened to basic human decency?
He made his bed.
There's so much for that empathy and compassion. And Rollins down with a stop. He told Breaker Sami made his bed, and now he's got to sleep in it.
Paul Heyman's a sicko too. Look at his
Consequences come
reaction. Only a
with every
sicko would have
choice
that
that is
reaction.
What a force. The landscape has changed for Raw. Paul Heyman has done it again. Seth Rollins at the helm.
So now they've taken out CM Punk, Roman Reigns, and now Sami Zayn. Yeah, Double S says no one coming to help Sami as well. Where's Jey Uso? Like, Jey Uso was just out there. Like, why didn't Jey Uso come out and help out Sami? They were just talking. You're so right. Like, what the hell? Great. Now that's going to drive me crazy. Like, knowing that no one came out to help out Sami. Alrighty, guys, we got to go ahead and get ready for the post show. So before we get into the post show, I do want to go ahead and take a second and give some love over to our top sponsor here on the show. You guys know, Blue Chew, bluechew.com. Make sure you guys use that promo code Denise. Are you having technical difficulties in bed? Are you tired of being counted out, tapping out, or simply jobbing out? Get out of developmental and get drafted to the best sex you ever had with today's podcast sponsor, Blue Chew. Blue Chew is the original brand offering chewable tablets. These erection-enhancing tablets help men achieve stronger, harder, and longer-lasting erections for sexual activities. And Blue Chew is putting its money where its mouth is and offering you a month free. The process is simple. Sign up at bluechew.com, consult with one of their licensed medical providers, and once you're approved, you'll receive your prescription within days. Blue Chew tablets are made in the USA and prepared and shipped directly to your door. You can take them anytime, day or night, so you can plan ahead or be ready whenever an opportunity arises. The best part, it's all done online. That means no visits to the doctor's office, no awkward conversations, and no waiting in line at the pharmacy. Remember, hard times breed better men. So make life easier by getting harder and discover your options at bluechew.com. And we've got a special deal for our listeners. Try your first month of Blue Chew free when you use the promo code Denise. Just pay $5 shipping. That's promo code Denise. Visit bluechew.com for more details and important safety information. And we thank Blue Chew for sponsoring the podcast. What is up, everybody? All right, so I'm going to give Wheezy a couple of minutes to tune into the chat. So let's just give her a bit to hop on in. In the meantime, though, I will stall and grab some of your guys' comments and see what everyone is saying. Let's see, what do we got here? We got, where are we at? We got Corey MacArthur here who says Logan Paul knocked out Jey Uso backstage. Oh, yeah, you're right about that. Thank you, Corey. Duh, you're so right. I was already about to be so mad at Jey Uso. I'm so glad you reminded me of that. I would have felt like such an idiot had I said that on the post show. Been like, why the hell wasn't Jey Uso out there? I completely forgot that Logan Paul took him out backstage. Yeah, you're so right. Now, I'm happy that they did that, though, because then legitimately I would have had a reason to be upset about Jey Uso not being out there. So I'm glad that they had Logan Paul take him out to sort of, give a reason as to why he wasn't out there to help out his friend. But who else could have came out to help out Jey Uso? Sami Zayn. Who else could have came out to help him out if, if someone were to come help out Jay? We'll see. I don't know. How about Sami? Excuse me. I'm trying to think who else would have came out to help out Sami. I feel like he's had friends here and there, acquaintances here and there. Jimmy, I don't know what Jimmy Uso's been up to lately. I don't know what was going on with Jimmy, so I'm not entirely too sure. And let's see what else I'm trying to think. I don't know. We'll see. What do we got here? Also, thank you so much to Double S who said smash that like button. Yes, please do, guys. Please smash that like button. And also, if you guys haven't already, make sure that you guys subscribe to the channel. I'm constantly posting daily content, and I'm just waiting for Wheezy. And as soon as she gets in here, we'll start the post show. So just give me a couple of minutes. I'm just gonna stall for time. So fill in the chat, everybody. Fill in the chat, and then we'll go ahead and kick off. The show. So I hope all is good. I'm not sure if she's streaming right now on her channel. I know she usually does. So I'll just give her a few minutes to hop on in. And if not, well, let me make sure. I'm not sure if she's no, for those of you guys asking, Santi is he's traveling, so he needs to get some content done before he does where he needs to go. So he's not able to tune into today's stream. So I have Wheezy filling in for him today. So as soon as she hops in, we'll go ahead and kick off the stream. I'm not sure if she's streaming on her channel right now. She might be. So I just want to make sure to give her some time. As you guys know, sometimes with stuff like this, it takes a second to wrap up a stream and obviously hop into another one. So we'll give her a second. Thank you, T-Mac. Thank you for letting me know. All right, cool. We got Kaden Crawford here, who's been a DWO member for 17 months. That's 17 months DWO for life. Roxy was amazing tonight. Dude, I thought so too, man. her confidence, her aura is just unlike any other now. She's gotten things so fast. She looks so confident out there. You will never, ever hear me say one bad thing about this woman because she is constantly freaking hustling, man. I respect her so much, man. And I think she works so hard. I'm a big fan of Roxanne. Thank you, Kaden Crawford. Hey, we got Heidi Ho in the building. What's up, Heidi Ho? Heidi Ho says, I'm back on the night shift, grind for now. So I'll be watching on replay. Gonna miss you guys on the live. Hold it down till I can come back. Heidi Ho, man. As long as you watch, whether you watch live or replay, I don't mind it, bro. As long as you keep coming back to the channel, I'm good with that, man. But you got to do what you got to do, man, and take that night shift and freaking take it by the horns and knock it out. You got this, man. So hopefully, if you can, I know I've never worked a graveyard shift. Only did like 2 times when I was doing like Black Friday stuff. But for the most part, I worked your normal day shift jobs. So but I hear that people that do work graveyard shifts, like they like to listen to like podcasts and things like that. So it does help out a whole lot. Thank you so much, Heidi Ho. Hey guys, we got Wheezy in here. Wheezy.
Hello.
Oh my gosh, how are you?
I'm so tired, but I'm good.
No, girl, you got this. I love your bun, by the way. It's so cute.
Yeah, this was a I got up and was like, yep. This is how we're doing it today.
That is me 24/7. So, girl, I feel you. Thank you so much, by the way, for filling in for everybody who's tuning in. Wheezy is filling in for Santi. He's traveling, so he's got some things he needs to do before he does go off to his trip. So, so Wheezy is here and she's got us. But let me go ahead and bump it our overlay. And let me see. This is the one. Yes, I was making it during Raw, so I'm like, we got something. Let's go ahead and do this. Ready, guys? 3, 2, 1. What is up, everybody? Welcome to the Monday Night Raw post show. It is Monday, April 28th, and we have Raw to talk about. But before we get into that, I'm your girl, Denise Salcedo, and I'm very excited to introduce to you all Wheezy Blonde. Girl, thank you so much for joining me here today and for filling in. Thank you so much.
Oh, thanks for having me. I swear I'm normally more put together and like ready to go, but I'm just getting back from 3 weeks of travel. Like, you get what you get. I'm so sorry. I'm not polished Santi in his office, but I'm gonna do what I can, okay? I'm gonna do my best.
No, okay, so you were in Las Vegas, and then afterwards you did the Indianapolis Expo. Girl, I don't blame you for that. I'm still recovering from Las Vegas. I think I'm officially recovered now, but doing back-to-back trips, it really does get to you.
It is exhausting, man. But no, yeah, Las Vegas literally took everything out of me. And I was at C2E2 Chicago before then also.
Oh my God. Okay,
yeah.
well, you're making the rounds and that's good. So at least there's that's happening. So seriously. All right, with that being said, let's dive into Raw. Before we get into all of the details and everything that went down, Wheezy, how did you feel about this show now that we're 2 weeks removed from WrestleMania, as well as a banger of an episode of Raw after Mania? How do you think this show followed up that?
The main thing that I pointed out, especially when I was watching in real time, was just that it's really cool that 2 weeks out, it feels like a completely different show to me. Like, there's a lot of different things happening. There's a lot of stories, and I've been out of town, so it's taken me a while to catch up, but it did feel very different, and it feels strong. So I'm glad that that's the direction that they're heading. We're not rehashing things that were still happening at WrestleMania. I feel like we're going in a new direction, and they're building new things, so that is awesome.
And I feel that's the way that it needs to be, right? Because after WrestleMania is supposed to feel like the end of, all of these stories, right? It's supposed to feel like, okay, we're on to this new chapter. Let's see what new stars, let's see who gets over right now in this new season of heading into WrestleMania 42, which I don't even want to think about. It seems so far away.
Well, do that.
Right now. I don't want to think about it. We're moving on way too fast at the moment. And so it does need to feel that way. And I think you're right. That's the good thing about what we got from today's Raw. So I want to kick things off with the big topic, which is, of course, Seth Rollins, Braun Breaker, and Paul Heyman, and what went down with the unexpected person. I wasn't expecting Sami Zayn to come out during this and confront Seth Rollins and kind of call him out on his BS, basically saying, you were jealous of Roman Reigns, you were jealous of CM Punk, you talked all this shit on them, and now you're out here with the exact same guy that both of these guys were basically admiring, Paul Heyman. And Seth Rollins tells him, gives them an ultimatum, basically says you're either with us or you're against us. And if you're not against us, because I do respect you and we do have this friendship, Sami, I'm going to give you the option to go over to SmackDown. And get this, if you do go to SmackDown, you will also get to face the winner of Randy Orton and John Cena. That was a lot. So Sami looked like he had a choice to make. But at the end of the night, Wheezy, he said no, because he is not one to run away. And he ends up in a match with Braun Breaker that leads to Braun Breaker essentially spearing the hell out of him 4 times and a stomp from Seth Rollins. I know there's a lot to break down there, but how did you feel about this segment?
I didn't expect Sami either. That definitely threw me off. And it's like I feel like I need Seth Rollins to explain what exactly his plan is. Okay, you're either with me or you're against me. Okay, well, what exactly is it that you're doing? Okay, I'm not fully grasping what exactly that is. I get that you're going into a new era and we're the future. Okay, well, what does this future look like for you then? You're asking Sami to make this decision of you're either with us or against us, but what is he with and what is he against? And it really points out how Seth Rollins is full of crap, because he's like, I love you, you're my man. And then, oh, well, actually, you didn't do what I want. So, okay. But I'm curious where Sami Zayn's thought process was with it, because it's not like he had people talking at him, but he didn't really explain himself. Where are you at? You said you didn't expect Sami either. How did you take that first segment where they're in the ring and he's giving Sami the offer?
I was scared. Honestly, I was scared because the week before that, he had approached Jey Uso and everything seemed like everything was good, right? But I thought that there was a moment where they did sort of foreshadow that he might actually turn on Jey Uso. And so I thought, oh my God, what if he actually does decide to align with, Seth Rollins and all of this? But at the same time, I didn't believe it too much because it didn't really make too much sense, right? Everybody's been thinking, okay, who's going to be this next member that joins Seth Rollins, right? In my opinion, I feel like it has to be someone that is still new, someone that is trying to get their bearings on the show, right? Someone like Braun Breaker. And so Sami Zayn doesn't really fit into that world. So even though there was a little part of me that was afraid, I'm glad that he didn't. And I'm glad that Sami stuck to his guns and Sami pulled out the emotional card like he always does. And every time Sami says that he wants to win the world championship, that part is always the part that gets me the most. So even though I was scared for a second, I'm so glad that it worked out the way that it did. And I had also forgotten that Logan Paul had taken out Jey Uso at the end. So in the end, I was thinking to myself, why didn't anybody come out to help out Sami Zayn? Where is Jey Uso? But I had forgotten that Logan Paul took him out. So I'm actually glad that I was reminded in the chat that it was Logan Paul who took out Jey Uso. For those of you who are wondering, why didn't anybody help out Sami Zayn? Here's the thing that I did like, Wheezy, about this. Seth Rollins had said, you're going to be a target. We're going to hurt you. And if you don't choose to align with us or go to SmackDown, we're going to hurt you. What I did like is that they actually did what they said they were gonna do. I feel like, for example, with the Bloodline 2.0, remember when Paul Heyman was really trying to make Solo Sikoa and the Bloodline 2.0 into a thing, but it really wasn't hitting? I didn't want to see a repeat of that. I wanted to see a group that I actually bought their dominance, and I actually bought their dominance here today. And I was almost expecting the new person to come in here today, but I liked that they let this really be mostly about Braun Breaker, because Braun Breaker needs to let everybody know, hey man, I'm like the muscle of this group. You need to fear me and you need to fear my spear. So I did like that they made the group, honestly, look pretty menacing. They've now taken out Roman Reigns, CM Punk, and Sami Zayn.
Well, and it put Seth in the position too, because he looked pained as it was happening. He's on the side of the ring. It almost looked like at one point while they're having their match that he's about to cry. And you even have at the end of the match, Seth patting Braun on the chest and explaining to him, putting into his head, yes, we did this, but we had to, we didn't have any other choice. And then nails the point home by giving Sami a stomp himself. And I think that just shows everybody on the roster or anyone in general that it doesn't matter who you are. If you get in our way, we're going to mess you up. I just did this to one of my best friends, Sami Zayn. You're no exception. So I think that really shows that dominance for sure also. So I agree with you.
Do you have anybody in mind that you would want to see as a third member added to this group? Because I know everybody's been throwing out different names. I truly have no idea. Like I said, I truly have no idea. I just want it to be somebody that can really benefit from this. I don't know if you have any particular names or you're just cool with anyone.
I feel like I'm really cool with anybody. The name I had talked about last week was Bayley, but I agree with you with it being someone new. At that time, I thought, oh yeah, let's get Bayley in this position because of the interviews and things that we'd seen of the position that she's in. Let's get her involved in this. But now with what's going on with Becky and everything, we'll get to that later. I don't necessarily feel that way anymore. But no, I'm not really sure now. Now it's like, okay, so is it someone that's on the roster already? Is it someone that maybe we'd want to bring up from NXT? I don't know. I'm excited to see what transpires from that and who they pick or who joins.
Yes, someone in the chat earlier had mentioned Bronson Reed. I know that he's out right now due to injury. I don't know when he's coming back. I forget when it was that he got hurt and how long. Oh no, he got hurt at War Games. So yeah, so that was November. So now I'm just trying to think like when he would be coming back and if the time is pretty much up for him. I'm not entirely too sure. I mean, I would love it to be Bronson Reed because obviously, you know, he's so terrifying and he would fit in with the group very nicely. And he's someone that would benefit a whole lot from this. And someone also mentioned, you know, the possibility of Ilya Dragunov. He's also been gone for a long time due to injury. Don't know if that's a position for him, but obviously I'm a big fan of Ilya too, so I would like to see that. Some people have thought about the fact of it maybe even being Becky Lynch, obviously being Seth Rollins' wife. I didn't see Becky Lynch in that spot only because, like I said, she's already established. She's already her own person, so I wasn't really expecting Becky Lynch there. But at the same time, it would be cool to see a woman in this spot because we've never really seen Paul Heyman hype up and boost up a woman, and it would be kind of cool. I'm not saying it has to be Becky Lynch, but it could be, you know, somebody that could really, really like, oh my God, like the next person that they just know is going to be like that girl, right? Like that girl that's going to be main eventing WrestleMania. So you want to make sure that you invest in her stock.
Absolutely. And that's the thing is that I can't even think of who I would want that to be particularly. I like the idea of Becky as well, but I know I've always said in the past of, oh, we don't need to put Seth and Becky together. They did that one time. We know they're married. It's fine. But in this dynamic, I think this power dynamic of where they're both at right now of where we've been here. I am powerful. I'm the future. You wouldn't have anything of this if it wasn't for me. I think both of them would really run well with that dynamic. So we'll see what happens.
That's true. I'm excited though. I'm excited about the group. I like what they did today. I'm getting Messiah vibes from Seth Rollins again. So it's I did like the Messiah character for a while there when he was doing it. I don't remember how I felt about it towards the end though, but I do remember enjoying it for a brief period there. And the way that he was commanding Braun Breaker and the things that he wanted him to do, he's like signifying the cutthroat sign. He's like nodding at him, doing very minimal gesture. So it's going to be interesting to continue to see how this dynamic plays out. But we do got a couple of super chats, so let's get right into them. We got Joe Compton here who says, I got to meet Wheezy at the Royal Rumble Superstore. She signed my white-winged eagle replica title. She's an absolute sweetheart and a gem.
I remember him. Yes, because we both were like, do you want me to sign this? Okay.
That is so awesome. Thank you so much, Joe. We got T-Mac034 who says bun twins. I know that's true. We got a bunch of buns today. It was me, you, Seth had a bun, Karrion Kross had a bun, Sami had a bun.
We're all minimal hair. You actually have like clips and cute things in your hair there. You put effort into that. This was
I don't look cute when I just throw up a messy bun. Like if I don't fix my hair, it's gonna be like I'm just gonna look like no, I can't. I don't have the confidence to rock it. Thank you, T-Mac. We got Day Day here who says W Wheezy, W women content creators, W Roxy, W Stephanie. Hey, so Wheezy, on my podcast, we have this saying, and I do with this with the Penta's hand gesture, and it's the women are money. So I feel like this definitely applies right now. Women are money. Thank you, Day Day.
Absolutely. I'll do it too.
Hell
Heck
yeah.
yeah.
I need to keep spreading the word, by the way. I need to make it into a thing. Thank you,
Do it more
David.
often. Yeah, we need to see it more often.
Yes, yes. All right, we got Native 37 here who says, how do you feel about Roxanne and Julia on Raw? And what do you see a match between Rhea and Io? What kind of match do you want to see, like a TLC or a street fight or a traditional wrestling match? This is a great question. Let's get into the women's segment and what actually went down. Lizzie, my mind was blown last night when I saw, I think it was yesterday, somewhere during the midday or something, they announced that Rhea Ripley was going to face Roxanne Perez. And I literally double checked to make sure that I was looking at the right account because I had seen when WWE posted it and it had barely been up for like 34 seconds. And I'm like, wait a minute, this is the match we're getting? Holy shit, when did they make this announcement, right? And so I was so thrilled when they announced this matchup. I could not believe it. You know, I love Roxanne. I love Rhea. And they ended up going out there and having this match that I thought made Roxanne look like a zillion bucks, man.
Absolutely.
She went in there with a plan, worked the leg of Rhea Ripley, almost made it seem like she could have won several times. Julia goes out there. And lately on Raw, we've been sort of seeing this partnership between Julia and Roxanne now for the last 2 weeks, which is kind of strange because, as you know, over on the NXT side, they haven't really been on the same side. In fact, they've been on opposite sides. So I kind of found that pairing a little bit interesting, right? But this basically led, unfortunately, Roxanne did not get a win over Rhea. Rhea was still able to defeat her via disqualification, though, because we ended up getting Julia out there and as well as Io Sky. I mean, there was just a big mess here where we saw Julia and Roxanne attack Rhea, and that's why Io ended up coming out to try to help out Rhea Ripley. So there was a whole lot that went down here. I want to start off by getting your thoughts on Rhea versus Roxanne and how we closed out.
I wasn't expecting it to be that good, and I feel bad. I feel bad for feeling that way because I have a bit on my stream, and I love her. She's wonderful. We have a bit on my stream where I'm like, Roxanne, I don't believe you, and it's only just because she's so adorable and she has such a cute voice, and I'm like, you are not supposed to be mean. You're not supposed to be heel at all. But I was really, really impressed with the match. I really did. I am not super in tune with what's happening on NXT always. I keep up with it, but the situations that they have happening between Julia and Roxanne, it almost looks like they're placing them in a position to possibly be a tag team, maybe at some point working together. I really, really am curious where, and that's what I meant when I said at the beginning, it feels like we're watching a whole new show because all of these interactions and things that are happening are so different. And I can't even, it's a good thing that I can't look forward and see the trajectory because I can't. I want to know, where are they going? And I can't even piece together where it possibly could be. But I would love to see more of Rhea and Roxanne. I would love to see more of those interactions for sure because it was amazing. But it's, how long is Roxanne going to just be on NXT? Are people actually moving up? What exactly are we doing here? Are we just going to keep kind of sliding them in between at the moment? I'm very, very curious exactly where that is headed. What did you think?
I felt like, first of all, Roxanne's time on NXT has felt like it's been done for a while. She's done everything that she can do. There's nothing more. And I remember sort of thinking so many different times when she has taken these losses that it was going to be her last and final match on NXT. I thought she was done when she faced Jordan Grace. I thought she was done when she faced Kalani Jordan. And every single time, all of a sudden, it's the next week, and we're still seeing Roxanne. I thought the feud with her and Bayley was going to catapult her onto the main roster as like an official member, right? And then it still didn't happen. And I kept saying it like this on my NXT post show. I keep saying that the main roster for Roxanne Perez has sort of felt like the man that is promising that he's going to marry her, still hasn't married this woman. He's giving her all of these hopes, all of these things, but still hasn't put the damn ring on it. And that's what it feels like, this relationship between the main roster and Roxanne. So I think now, just based off the fact that we're seeing her each and every single week so far of the last 2 weeks on the main roster, and she had the big moment at Royal Rumble. She had the big moment at Elimination Chamber. How do you not already have this woman officially on the main roster? And she went out there easy, and I thought she did phenomenal because my favorite thing about Roxanne Perez is that she wrestles bigger than her size. You know, you look at her and she's this small, petite girl, but I personally think she does better when her opponents are much bigger than she is, right? When there's that size discrepancy, because she really fights. Like, she's scrappy. She tries to think of ways to like tear this person down. She comes in with a strategy, and that's what I personally enjoy about her. So I mean, I just want to see her out there already. It's kind of weird. I feel like they need to explain this relationship with her and Julia, though. I don't really get it too much. They need to explain that to me. But I'm thinking, to answer Native's question, though, I'm thinking they're probably gonna do either a tag team match, Roxanne and Julia versus Rhea and Io. What I would personally prefer, though, is to see Roxanne versus Io in a singles match and Julia versus Rhea in a singles match.
Yeah, I would actually really like to see that also. And those were thoughts that hadn't even crossed my mind, because Io, I just want to see more of her in general. And now learning more about Roxanne and seeing more of Roxanne in the ring, I just want to see her against it. Like I said, it's new people. It's all of these things that I've never really seen before or haven't seen on the main roster. And so now I just want to see all of it, especially with Io still, you have the title involved. So could any of these potentially put someone in the position for a title reign or just at least a title match? I would hope so, because I would be really excited to see it and just get more of these girlies on there, get more of these girlies with the opportunities and moving around and doing all of it. It makes me excited.
They're adding so much life to the show, like having Stephanie Vaquer on, having her face Ivy Nile. It's things like that that I feel are adding to the show and giving it more life. And I don't know when they're going to officially announce Evolution 2, if they are officially going to announce it. I know there was all these reports and rumors and out there. I'm hoping that we're getting closer to that announcement. I've gotten my hopes up on that, so I hope we can start planning for that. Thank you so much, Native 37. We got Bob Ross Jr. here, who says Io Sky is going to NXT tomorrow. Julia is in big trouble now. Oh, yeah, that's right. They did make that announcement that she was heading over to NXT. And I'm like, oh, shit. All right. Yeah, all right. We'll see. See, that's the best part about Io Sky, that I think her appeal is that she's such a good wrestler. You just want to see her in there with anybody.
Absolutely.
Thank you, Bob Ross. We got Sleaze Boy here, who says Seth Rollins should bring back the Monday Night Messiah back. And for Halloween, Charlotte Flair should dress up as Ross Geller, the divorcer. No, Sleaze Boy.
That's why his name is Sleaze Boy.
Exactly.
Fitting. Good job. Good one.
Living up to the gimmick. Although Ross Geller was my favorite on Friends, so I do love Ross. Ross and Monica were my favorite, Wheezy.
Really? Phoebe and Joey.
Oh, yeah, Phoebe and Joey. They're funny. We got CJ here, who says Jey versus Logan, really World Heavyweight Championship title on life support right now. Okay, I'm going to defend this, okay? I'm going to defend this. So we had an interaction between Jey Uso and Logan Paul. Logan Paul was talking all this shit, saying that Jey Uso shouldn't be the champion, that he doesn't look like a champion. And I'm like, in what world does Jey Uso not look like a champion? Like, what are you talking about, bro? Anyway, so Jey Uso basically calls him a punk-ass YouTuber, and they kind of go back and forth here. Later on in a segment, after Jey was done talking to Sami, Logan Paul takes him out and lays him out there backstage, right? So it's looking like this is the match that I think did they officially announce it for Backlash?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. So this match is officially happening for Backlash.
At least I think they did.
Right, I feel like they did, but regardless, they probably will, even if they didn't. Jey versus Logan. Here's why I'm going to defend this. Logan Paul is still a big enough name on the mainstream where I want to see Jey Uso kick his ass, get a win, and there's something satisfying in that for me. And I think that that is a good name challenger for Jey Uso. So that's my only defense on that. That's all I've got.
I understand that defense, and that is a very, very good point. My heart will not let me be irritated about it, just because I'm like, please just go away for a little bit. You know, just go away. I don't know. Logan, I took the punk ass YouTuber comment a little personally, because but I understand because it's Logan Paul. We just had him in a match at WrestleMania. Okay, you're gonna put him right into a match with Jey Uso, who's the world heavyweight champion. 2 weeks later,
they did it with Cody too. And worst off with Cody, remember when they did it with Cody? He was United States champion, right? Logan. And for like 2 weeks, like for a whole week or something, there was this big confusion as to whether or not it was title versus title.
I do remember.
And they didn't clarify it. And we were sitting here like, so what is it? Like Cody had said it was, and commentary said it wasn't. And it was so weird. And we were like, really, this is Cody's big matchup is against Logan Paul. And Logan Paul can't even put his title on the line. This is BS. So I feel like they've done this before. And so they probably feel like, all right, we might as well do it for Jey Uso too. Plus, here's the other thing. Who else do people who do people really, really dislike? They really, really dislike Logan Paul. So people are going to cheer the F out of Jey Uso, which they already kind of do. But, you know, it's the ultimate, the guy we like and the guy we don't like. At least in person, maybe don't ask. Well, the IWC, a lot of people don't like Jey Uso, but they definitely disliked Logan Paul way more.
Yeah, exactly. The lesser of two evils in their mind, which... That's I can't believe that there's people out there that don't like Jey Uso, but okay, that's fine. I understand Logan Paul.
Thank you so much, CJ. We got Anthony Giuliano here who says, just came in. What happened to Santi? I saw your video with Minnie. Can we get a hint when you got what you got planned? Okay, so Santi's traveling. He's going to be traveling, and he needed to work on some videos before he actually traveled, which is why he wasn't able to be here. Wheezy's filling in.
No, I got rid of him. I just locked him in his closet.
I know.
Like I just was like, no, I'm going to do this today. Actually, I broke into his house. I shoved him in a closet, and I threw away the key. You gave me today. I'm sorry.
That's what happened to Santi. And then with Minnie, that I'm hoping that video drops either this week or next week. We did 2 videos, so keep an eye out for that. And yeah, that's pretty much. There's a lot that I got coming up. So just keep an eye out on the channel. Thank you, Anthony. We got Sador42 who says, I love that you are both rocking the Seth hair buns. All right,
Seth could never. Ours
thank you, Wheezy. I was about to say, we were doing buns before Seth Rollins, okay?
Absolutely, we were.
Facts. Thank you, Sador. We got well-rounded Leah who says, singing Seth's theme, doesn't that mean the fans don't like Sami? I think Sami should turn heel and dump the fans. I think that the fans sing Seth's theme song because it's just the thing you do.
We're simple creatures, man. We're just gonna do it because that's what we've done.
People love to chant.
Exactly.
We got Terrence Johnson here who says Trish betrays Becky, Trish betrays Becky, betrays Lyra, full circle. Hey, that is true. That's a good way to look at it, Terrence. Good stuff. We got Bob Ross Jr. who says, can we have a moment of silence for Pat McAfee? He's not dead yet, but he's going to be when he faces Gunther. Let's get into this because Pat McAfee got choked out by Gunther last week. And so I think we pretty much put the pieces of the puzzle together that they were going to be facing each other at some point. And Gunther had been suspended and fined and all of this, so he wasn't on TV today. And we got a damn good promo from Pat McAfee. I know a lot of people don't like Pat McAfee, but I need to give this man his flowers for the promo that he cut today. It was passionate. It got people like being like, oh shit, you know what? This man really cares about what he does, what he really cares about his career. He does work hard. Even if you don't like Pat, he's pretty much working on something every single day. And this match between him and Gunther is going to be happening at Backlash. Wheezy, how do you feel about this? And are you looking forward to it? And did you like Pat McAfee's promo?
Yes, I loved his promo. I thought it was great. I loved everything that he mentioned in it. It very much felt like a remember who I am, remember where I come from. I liked it. This is why I did it. I came in here. Nobody necessarily was on board with that from right off the bat. Michael Cole was in my corner and helped me, and there's a reason that I'm still here. So I love all of that, and that makes sense to me. I'm genuinely excited to see it again because one, it's just something different. We haven't seen Pat in the ring in a while, and it's with Gunther. This isn't just him having a one-off randomly or having like a cameo in the Royal Rumble. I mean, this is someone that just lost their championship. It's Gunther. And it's also fun to think of because the situation between him and Pat over the last year or two also of just him being on commentary and, you know, singing whoever his opponent's theme song is and Gunther, you know, looking at him. And so it's like finally a full circle moment of where it's actually happening. And I'm excited to see. I think Pat McAfee, whether you like him or not, he is entertaining. So that aspect of it and the way that he interacts with others, especially someone that is such a good heel as Gunther, will be something that I look forward to. That this card is building up for Backlash to be awesome. I feel like Backlash lately has been incredible every time that happens.
Ever since they got rid of the whole WrestleMania backlash, it started to pick up. But no, I agree with you on all the points, and I'm so glad you reminded me about all the times that like Gunther and Pat McAfee have sort of been at odds, you know, even if it was just in little spurts here and there. But I do give Pat McAfee kudos, bro, because he's going to be tuning in. He's going to be in this matchup with Gunther. Gunther's one terrified motherfucker. Like, he's terrified. He's going to get chopped.
Yes, that's what I was going to say. There's no way he's not going to get chopped. He's going to be taking chops from Gunther. That, I mean, in itself, Pat, oi.
I'm so excited. I want to see Pat McAfee get chopped. I'm looking forward to this. I think this will be entertaining. And we'll see what they end up, how they end up pulling this off. But I'm not sour about it. I'm looking forward to seeing what they do. Plus, I do think Pat McAfee in the past matches that he has had, you know, they were entertaining. So it's good stuff. I'm excited. We got Derek Tucker here who says it should be Austin Theory who joins. Oh yeah, by the way, they're continuing once again to tease a breakup between Austin Theory and Grayson Waller, which, to be honest, they've been doing for a while.
Just do it already. My God.
Thank you. I've been saying this, Wheezy.
It's been too
Just
long.
do it.
Jesus. I literally said it as it was happening. They start doing this and I'm like, are you going to actually? Don't tease me with this anymore. If you're going to break up, because you've had enough chances and opportunities and things that you've done that would be the perfect moment to do it and you haven't done it. What are we doing? Do it already.
Yes. I thought they were going to do it when they were over on NXT and they had that triple threat with Obafemi.
Me too.
That's what I thought it. Wild. I feel like they just forgot. Honestly, that's what I think. It just
something
was
else happens and then they push it off. It's like, all right, never mind. We'll come back to this. We'll come back to this when we need to.
Exactly. So with that being said, I don't hate this idea, by the way. I think Austin Theory would benefit from being part of the group. So I don't hate this idea whatsoever, Derek.
Agreed.
We got Anthony Giuliano here who says, I do support Wheezy Blonde. Do you go live and review all WWE shows? I found your videos on TikTok.
I do not review all WWE shows. I'm a variety wrestling streamer. I do a lot of different things. I try to stay as consistent as I can, but no, I do stream pretty much every show, but I don't review all of them. I kind of go with what I feel like doing. I can't be super structured. It's just not the way that my brain works. So.
Guys, support Wheezy Blonde. All of the links to follow her are in the description box below of this video. Thank you so much, Anthony. We got Stephen Marchuli here who says, who should join with Seth, Breaker, and Paul? How about Lexis King? I don't know about Lexis King. I mean, I don't know. I just don't see it. I don't see that like being a thing. Oh God. If I were to pick someone from NXT, it'd be hella cool if it was Trick Williams. If I could pick someone from NXT, I would say Trick Williams.
I do like the idea of Trick Williams. But oh God, I can't even. It's like I really have such a hard time even picking one because in my mind, I feel like they need to be somebody that is just badass. Lexis King is not just badass. He's got a lot of charisma. He's very fun to watch, but I don't see him being led by Seth Rollins. He has to be someone that just stoic and can take those orders and be like a bad. I don't know. Exactly.
Thank you, Steven. We got Dave Cost here. Thank you so much, Dave. He says, hey guys, want to give some shine to Lyra. I'm sure many expected her to be a cookie cutter and timid against Becky on the mic. She came off sure of herself, motivated, driven, and strong as hell in round one. Oh my God, I'm so glad you brought this up. So I have been a fan of Lyra Valkyria since her NXT days. She won me over probably faster than anybody on that show. And so her and Becky, they had this back and forth today where Becky, God, there was so much that was said here. I'm like trying to remember everything right now. But Becky was basically going off about how she made Lyra. Lyra wouldn't be here if it wasn't for her. Lyra came out and I was nervous, Wheezy. Honestly, I was nervous because I thought, you know what? Like Lyra, I'm not like, I know she's a great wrestler, but on the mic, it's been a little bit, you know, she's good, but she's not Becky Lynch good, right? So I was kind of anticipating to maybe not be so in love with her promo, but then she went out there and she freaking killed it. This was the most fire we've seen from her, the most personality we've seen from her. In the end, when she told Becky Lynch that she hopes to be a better person than her one day, but that she already knows she's a better wrestler than her. Oh, she knocked me off in my socks.
I did. She was like, oh my God, what?
I agree with Dave. I want to give her those flowers as well. How'd you feel about it?
I really liked it as well. I really am. I feel like it's exactly what I had said on stream is what Lyra not only needed, but just the Intercontinental title in general. Whether the both of them are going to feud for I don't remember if a match was announced or not, but whether or not they're going to feud for that title, I just feel like it needed that bit of elevation from Becky. I think Lyra needed something more personal to involve and let her kind of show that more fiery side of her where she's able to kind of just really get into it and show off, hey, I can do this. I am not happy with you. I'm not happy with how this has gone, and just be more of a show more of that badass side of her. So I'm excited to see it. And I am glad that Becky is a part of it. They really went at it. It just feels personal. It feels so personal. I love that.
And so they did make the match for Backlash. So now it's got me wondering, Lyra's beaten her before. If she beats her again, it's going to be like, holy shit. Can Becky not get this win over the up-and-coming Irish girl? Is she not able to defeat her?
She's going to lose it. She'll lose it. She'll be even more angry. She'll just really just tear through everybody.
So then does Becky win? Does Lyra win? I don't know. I'm kind of torn here.
That's what I mean. I feel that way with everything right now. I don't know. They've been doing that to me lately. It's not driving me insane. I love it, but it's also just could go either way. And even with it being able to go either way, there's so many different directions that it can be taken after the fact. So
yeah, man, I don't know what to think. If Lyra gets another win over Becky, that's going to be huge. But if Becky defeats Lyra and takes her title away, this could be the fire that we need to continue to see from Lyra to, obviously get her title back, because Becky doesn't need to be champion. She does not need to be champion. So I hope that what we continue to get out of this is what we saw here today. That same feeling that Dave just mentioned, where we want to give Lyra her flowers, because Lyra, we know, is a good wrestler. Now she just needs to win the fans over. She needs to get the fans behind her through her personality. So I do think that's the one thing we need to continue to see. We got Blue Chew here who says May sponsorship advance. Thank you, Blue Chew. Blue Chew promo code Denise, guys. We got Stephen Marchulli who says Roxanne needs her diesel. That would be great to see. Kind of like what Liv and Raquel are doing. It would be kind of fun to see that with Roxanne. Thank you, Steven. We got David Primero who says, rumor is Roxanne and Julia are official call-ups. Yeah, someone shared that earlier. I think PW Insider put that out there, and PW Insider is usually very accurate. So I do trust that. And then also given the fact that what we've been seeing with our own two eyes on Raw, it does feel like that. Thank you, David Primero. And man, John, man, you always just come through, dude. John sent in a massive super chat, and I just want to thank you so much, man. I don't even know. You always do this, and I just want to say thank you, John. He says, hello, this is the rich dad of the DWO. Poor Wheezy has so much DWO lore to learn. I apologize for being an absent father lately, but like any good rich dad, I'll make it up to you with cold hard cash. DWO equals Denise Wheezy order for life. I love that.
What a G. I don't even need to know all the lore. I can already tell. Amazing. Love.
John Taylor went from being the Tony Khan of this stream, of this channel, to being the absent rich father.
I like how it's evolved.
It's evolved. John Taylor has had character development throughout the last couple of months here on the channel. John, thank you so much. I appreciate you so much. Thank you, John. We got Dave Costier who says music has to change next week for Seth, and I expect it to. It's time. Very cool faction, but if they beat up our favorites, we must boo these guys. I just hate Seth Rollins' song, honestly. I'm so over it. Wheezy, are you about over this song already?
I am now, yeah. I am now, yeah.
I don't know.
Just be done with it, the singing and everything. Especially, I always feel like if this massive of a character change, you should change it anyway too. Like, be done.
I feel ya. Thank you so much, Dave Kotz. We got Anthony Giuliano here who says, I'm ready for Gunther versus Pat McAfee. I agree, Anthony. I'm with you. We got CJ here who says, question, would you prefer if WWE went back to brand supremacy amidst Raw versus SmackDown feeling like a competitive war? I'm biased, just like Jey and Paul. I honestly don't really care about brand supremacy. I don't think I ever cared about brand supremacy. I like things to feel in order, and I think right now they do feel in order. I know that when I tune into Raw, I'm going to get certain storylines. And when I tune into SmackDown, I'm going to get different storylines.
Yeah, agreed. 100%.
Thank you, CJ. We got Arnturo here who says, maybe crazy, Logan jumping Jey. Very convenient timing for Seth and Co. Almost architect like, oh, are you suggesting Logan Paul joining this group? Oh,
no. I knew.
Thank you, Wheezy. You had the same reaction.
No, I was going to say the same exact thing. I'm like, are you implying that Logan is the one that's going to... No, don't do that. No.
Please, no, that would just be awful. I don't think it would fit in, though, because Logan Paul has a dominating kind of personality, and so does Seth. And I think if you had them both together, their personalities would not coexist. You know, like one would be stepping over the other. And then you have Paul Heyman, who already does all the talking. Logan Paul does his own talking. I don't see how those dynamics would fit, right? Exactly. Thank you, Arnturo. We got Well-Rounded Leo who says, sorry, I meant to say chanting one more time for Braun spear Sami. It's weird. And that is why Sami should turn on the fans. That was weird. Did you catch that? After 4 spears, they still wanted him to get speared again. Like, what the hell?
That's just how much they like Braun, though. I don't even think it's not against Sami. I don't think it's against Sami at all. I think it's just they're so excited to see the destruction and they like Braun. Like, yeah, do it again.
Maybe. We got David Primero here who says this attack on Sami plants the seed to cash in the Money in the Bank on Jey's title, maybe with a little whisper from Karrion Kross saying he didn't help him. Let me see. Seed to cash in the Money in the Bank on Jey's title. I don't know, man, because I did think Sami was turning last week. This week, not so much, especially after that beatdown. I just don't know. And now I'm wondering if Karrion Kross has anything to do with this, because he did have a quick little moment there with Sami. So you never know. Maybe Karrion Kross could be part of this group. It might help him. We'll see. Thank you, David. We got Howie Potter here who says WWE edging us with A-Town Down Under breaking.
Don't get your hopes up. Just wait. Yeah, we maybe. ... We'll see.
I really, really, really hope it's done. We got John Taylor here who says, if I sent a $100 super chat on every Denise post show every week, not including PLEs, Denise would be able to buy one $40,000 SummerSlam ticket in March 2027. Let me tell you something, John. I hate to say this, but I would not spend $40,000 on any fucking ticket.
Never.
Wheezy, there's no way. I would not be able to justify that.
No, I wasn't even able to justify. I wasn't planning. I worked for someone to go to WrestleMania. Like, I worked with a brand. I was not planning to spend. When I had looked, it was like almost $2,000 for a nosebleed. I know it went down, but no, I'm not doing that. That's insanity. I come from the real world, dog. I ain't doing that.
Exactly.
Nope.
Like, that could be a down payment for a house, man. What are we doing? And I saw supposedly that most of these, the $40,000 packages that they had available are gone.
Yep. They're pretty much all gone already.
Who are these people? And if you're out there, please come to Wheezy and I's YouTube channel. Come show us some love. We want you here.
I'll hang out with you in that front row. Sure, just help.
Exactly. Thank you, John. We got Bob Brosh Jr. who says WWE basically promoted murder with the potential death of Pat McAfee, bullying Alpha Academy, and gaslighting Sami Zayn. Hey, pretty much, I mean, there's a lot of bad things happening on this show to people. Thank you, Bob Ross. We got JJ Castillo who says, it's great seeing Wheezy here. She was so lucky with that interaction with CM Punk at WrestleMania 41. Wait, what happened? What did I miss?
You didn't see?
No, what happened?
Oh my God, hon. So I was when I was on the stage. I worked with Xfinity and I was on the stage. So I was up at the front rail, and CM Punk was walking up the ramp, and I could tell that he saw me from the ramp as he was walking up. And he kept walking. There was a little girl that wanted her belt signed, and so I let all of them push in front of me. I was like, "Here, go!" And they were yelling at him, and he came over and signed the belt. He tells her, what did he say to her? He said, don't let anyone ever tell you that you can't do something, to this little girl. That's what he said to her. And he steps away. And then he did like oh, wait a minute. And he stopped and he walked around the corner and he stood directly in front of me, was looking up at me. And I didn't know, he had put his hand out. And I just was like, I hesitated a minute because I'm like, me? And I dapped him up. We dapped up and he just said, thank you. That's all he said. He dapped me up and he said, thank you. Squeezed my hand, and then he walked away.
Oh my God, that is so sweet. What a fucking cool moment.
The
Oh
guy
my God.
behind me was able to record it because I wasn't recording anything. He recorded the whole interaction, and then someone in the crowd in front of me took pictures of it, so I have it all documented. It was really
Oh
cool.
my God.
Yeah.
That's a WrestleMania moment.
It was my WrestleMania moment, so I wasn't able to contribute to any conversations after because I just was like, so it was my favorite thing that happened. They were like, what was your favorite thing that happened? I was like, Sam Punk acknowledging that he knows who I am.
You're like, I was acknowledged. Dude, that is incredible, man. That is so freaking cool. So freaking cool. Thank you so much, JJ Castillo. We have Howie Potter here who says Becky and Lyra learn from Charlotte and Tiffy's mistakes. Yeah, that was actually one of the things that I noticed the similarities between, which was Tiffany Stratton saying she wasn't going to be the next Charlotte and Lyra saying she wasn't going to be the next Becky. So I'm looking at this and I'm like, yes, the new girls are revolting against, the people that they're constantly comparing them against. Thank you, Howie. We got CJ here who says Lyra is Irish. Always knew there was fire in there.
That's true.
Thank you, CJ. We got BTrue23 who says Rhea versus Julia. Please give us Evolution 2 PLE. I hope so too, man. I really hope so too. I've been advocating this now for a while, so I do hope it happens. We got Anthony Giuliano here who says Braun could win Money in the Bank, and I'm a big fan of Braun. Yeah, that would be sick, man. That would be killer. We got Sin City Saint here who says Denise trying her best to reason why it won't be Logan joining Seth. Remember years ago, there was a young guy, NOD, that would talk over his leader. He became the final boss. Look, please, no, God, no. Look, for multiple reasons, just do not let it be Logan Paul. It would just be awful. But then again, that might work. Seems like they want, I don't know, like to me, Braun Breaker being part of the group is so freaking cool. And if you add Logan Paul, that takes away from the coolness to me.
Yes, he does.
It's a simple way to say it. Thank you, Sin City Saint. We got Dave Kotz here who says, random aside, Aldis telling Dom being a champion means double the work every single week in the same segment, congratulating Liv, also a champion, for a time off, popped me. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, and it looks like they're probably going to do that match with Dom and was it AJ?
AJ, yeah.
AJ, yeah. It looks like they're probably going to do that next week. Thank you so much, Dave. We got and Mondi Odazu. Thank you so much for tuning in. Says Becky just gave Bailey a juicy blood feud. Yeah, because Becky did officially reveal too that she was the attacker of Bailey, which I think we all pretty much knew at this point. So curious to see. Bailey's obviously going to have to come back and get her revenge with Becky. Thank you, Nandami. I appreciate you, man. That was very kind of you. All right. Let me just catch up on the things we haven't spoken about because I just kind of got all over the place and I didn't even look at my notes. So I'm just trying to make sure. Yeah, I'm just like, okay, what did I miss? We saw the War Raiders defeat Finn Balor and JD McDonough. A fine matchup. Wheezy, is there anything that stood out to you in this?
Ivar always stands out to me. I'm not gonna lie to you. Everything that Ivar does stands out to me. So absolutely.
There's one thing we haven't talked about. We talked about it briefly. I just mentioned it, but we need to dive into it. Stephanie Vaquer defeating Ivy Nile. Stephanie now having 2 matches in a row on Monday Night Raw. I thought this was great. I thought she gave Ivy Nile probably her best match that she's ever had on Raw. I don't know. Did you feel the same way, Wheezy?
I did. Yeah. I am loving seeing Stephanie Vaquer on the main roster currently. And I think it's interesting, not necessarily interesting. I don't know the right word, but she chose to go to NXT first and said that was the good move. But she has been killing it with what she's done so far on the main roster. It just looks like a star. She moves like a star. That entire match, they both looked incredible. I honestly feel like, like we were saying with the evolution, with all of the stuff we're seeing with all these different women crossovers and them coming up from NXT, it almost feels like they're going to be announcing this evolution sometime soon. I feel like this is all kind of weaving into that.
I think so too. We got CJ here who says, is Liv taking time off? New women's tag champ soon. Yeah, that was an interesting portion too, is that, Liv, if they said that she's like doing a movie or something. I know that she's been signed to agencies and she's done other roles in TVs and TV shows and whatnot. She did Chucky. So yeah, it's going to be interesting because they're holding the tag team title. So I don't know how long she's going to be gone for. Thank you, CJ. We got Anthony Giuliano here who says the reason they started the group to help Braun Breaker to boost him to the next level. And Seth and Paul is 2 great choices to help elevate Braun. Yeah, I agree, Anthony. So that's why I feel like adding Logan to that would just be like a mess. Thank you so much, Anthony. Alrighty, guys, there you have it. That was the Raw post show for today. I seriously want to thank you guys so much for joining Wheezy and I. It was very, very cool of you guys to all join the chat here and partake, and thank you for all of the love. Before we go, I do want to give Wheezy the opportunity to let you guys know where you guys can follow and support her stuff.
You can follow me on YouTube and Twitch at Wheezy Blonde. You can follow me on X and Instagram at It's Wheezy Blonde. I am just getting back from a 3-week world tour of being in Chicago, Las Vegas, and Indianapolis. And I did just recently lose my editor, so I am backlogged. I'm trying to get my content up, but within the next couple of weeks, things will be rolling out, and I do keep everybody updated, mostly on my Instagram stories. But I'm kind of a random poster. I like to make a lot of fun stuff. I do a lot of skit stuff, so go ahead and check me out. Appreciate you. Thanks for having me on, Denise. It was a lot of fun. Thanks for accepting my bun and the fact that I am dog dead tired. But it was nice to be back tonight and get to actually watch Raw like normal. So it's nice to be home.
Yes. And if you guys enjoyed Wheezy and I, check out that blind ranking video that we did. You can find it here on the channel. We got 3 more super chats to catch up with. We got MSQ here who says, did you notice the Jey Jacob reference in Sami's promo? I did promo to Braun. I did not notice that. I'm not even sure what you're referring to. Maybe if you mention it, I might remember, but I'm not necessarily thinking about it off the top of my head right now. We got John Taylor who says, it appears that Santi was zapped off tonight's post show. I'll see myself out. Hashtag rich dad jokes. That's a good one. All right, we got T-Mac034 who says, a gold post show. Santi is in trouble. You got to
locked him away.
Yeah, you got to let them know that. All right, guys, that is it for us today. As for me, make sure you guys, you're already here on the channel. Subscribe, youtube.com/Denise Salcedo, Facebook, Twitter, TikTok, all of them at _Denise Salcedo. Daily pro wrestling content each and every single day. Thank you guys so much. We'll catch you on the next one. Bye, everyone.